Welcome to something to talk about. Really loud. Welcome to something to talk about.
Hi! Welcome to Something to Talk About. This is the show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. That's right. The points are like Craster's sons.
Ooh.
They're gone, man.
Got him.
They're dead.
I find that joke monstrous.
Yeah.
Pretty off color for the first 30 seconds there, Taco.
Yeah, but I didn't swear. We're good.
YouTube doesn't know that's a joke about babies.
About what it's about.
Also, not the most messed up, everything's made up of the points that matter joke, so we'll tell you guys about it later.
For some very awkward ones.
Yeah. I'm not even going to repeat it. Nope. All right, I'm going to get my beer ready, and we're going to go. So
he'd be breaking his own swearing rule.
Oh, man, that one wasn't even a swear rule. I okayed it with everybody, and they still went, whoa! And I was like, hey, what? I okayed it with you guys. It was not okay. I can't even say. All right. Yeah, so, yeah, right away somebody goes, Tywin's worst dad, and then it's like, no, it's Craster. So that's probably why Craster was in my head. He produced some really cold sons. All right. We got 37 daddios, guys. 37.
That's a lot of deadbeats.
Well, not all of them are deadbeats. Just about 35 of them are deadbeats. So, do we want to name our tiers? You got, you could give us an F, because normally Soda Pop, we're usually rating something I don't want to be too mean to. Like, oh, all these things are good, right? But like, not all these dads are good. So we could definitely have F tier in this.
Well, but I have a proposal, which is instead of doing a tier list, we do like an alignment chart where it's good dad, bad dad, and DILF and not DILF.
Maybe for a different day. Like, I don't know. Next year? Can we do that next year?
I don't know if we're voting, but I second this.
Can we? We'll do a DILF list next year if we're
next year we'll do the MILFs and DILFs of Westeros.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Name F tier monsters. And then that's the only name I have so far. So if you guys have any ideas,
I got one. B tier is definitely Dad from Dexter.
Can S tier please be Danny Tanner?
Yeah, all right. We're gonna have Danny Tanner.
He has to be the best dad on TV.
Then D
S tier
and Marsh.
The S tier. Wait, I was gonna have the S tier be Hank Hill, but I guess it can be A. We can do
or
dang
Bandit,
it, Robert.
Bandit from Louis. Bob's Burger, Bob from Bob's Burger.
Oh, Bob tier, yeah, Bob tier.
Well, that's S. So
yeah,
I feel like Bob is A.
Hank is A tier. We'll do Hank Hill for A tier because he definitely is not S tier to me. He's A tier.
Respectable.
Because I don't like how that boy ain't right just because he doesn't like what I like. That's
he's not. He's not.
He always learns to get over it.
He's opinionated. He does get over it most of the time. Yes.
Sure.
And then what do you guys want? C tier, just like absentee dad, like donor.
Oh yeah.
D should be for deadbeat.
Yeah. D is worse. I think C is like absentee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absentee is definitely Timmy's dad from Fairly Odd Parents.
Well,
Timmy
fully does not pay attention.
All right, there you go. Timmy's
completely
dad.
gone.
And then D is just like Stan Marsh or
no.
Stan Marsh is a good dad.
Yeah, he's a good dad.
No,
we watched different episodes.
It's gonna be a little. I was gonna say Will Smith's dad from The Fresh Prince.
Ooh.
Damn.
Hey, look at everybody. Hey, what's up? Christy's here, and then we got everybody's rocking out.
Everyone.
DILF list. Yeah, all right. We'll have to do DILF list next time.
Yes.
D tier. I like D for deadbeat just because it's the alliteration.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And if we come up with a name later, we'll come up with a name later.
You got it.
All right. So we got Aegon the Second. Is what we're starting with.
This is how it ended up. So
yep. So I think we'll just go off of yours. Like we'll go alphabetical. Yep. That's fine.
Sorry, are we good with Fire and Blood spoilers or?
Oh yeah, absolutely, guys. Entire spoilers for all of the show and Fire and Blood.
I don't know who probably 33 of these people are.
So when it comes to House of the Dragon spoilers, if you can pronoun game, like don't go out of your way.
Okay. Can I talk about a
Blood and cheese.
bodily fluid and milk product?
If you
I
just say
hated
blood and cheese,
that
but don't
so
say what
much.
happens.
There's
Because
about
I
a
think
minute left on the
everyone's heard
timer.
about it.
I didn't say which bodily fluid.
Yeah, Rusty's giving us updates.
The bodily fluid is blood in this case.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you hear it?
Did it go off?
No,
I
not
hear
yet.
it.
Can you hear the
ticking now.
ticking?
Nice.
No.
I think
Oh.
I think Aegon II is probably deadbeat tier.
Oh, absolutely.
He's definitely
Honestly-
irresponsible.
And I'm
And
he's
he's
definitely-
absentee for all the bastards he is implied to have very
That-
strong.
extremely
and
true.
outright explicitly stated in the show.
He's absentee to his actual. I don't know if he's ever interacted with his kids.
Yeah,
Is he even there during Blood and Cheese?
I don't even
No.
know if he knows
No.
which one's which.
So okay. Can I earlier today I was hanging out with
There you go.
random internet guy and Duke, and we were talking about how long the scene is going to be in the show, and I hope it's the entire episode, but it's like a comedy version of it where they keep trying to kill the kid, and the kid's like Rasputin still alive. So like
They have to play
stab the
yakety
kid
sax.
first.
Yeah,
And there has to be a scene like from Scooby-Doo where there's a hallway full of doors and they're like all like chasing each other through the different doors in the
They're
hallway.
going through like Magor's tunnels, like coming out one section, going into the other.
And they find like a random
kid
monster
arriving,
down
like,
there and they're like,
some
ah, and they just turn around and run away.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fucking moth in here.
They run into like the dragon skulls.
We are so off the chain already.
And then, like, they eventually he like jumps out a window and lands on one of the spikes, but then it's like an Austin Power, like I'm still alive, I'm just very badly
I'm
hurt.
still alive down here.
I'm just
And they
very
send
badly
somebody in with a bow
burned.
and arrow to try and shoot him, but he keeps like hitting non-vital organs.
You know, I am famous for my tangents, and I had nothing to do with this one. I just let you guys go. I just leaned back and like, well, let's watch this car explode.
I thought my edible wasn't working, so I took a second one. So
Oh my god!
my God.
Oh man,
That is never a good idea.
that's a sentence I've heard before.
Yeah, no crap.
it's
These brownies think
it
they
has
can
always
eat
been a
another
good idea in my
Dude,
experience.
I was
Excuse me.
Give
shivering
like
in the
electric
corner.
drugs on stream.
way too
Anyways, I'm
messed
gonna drink
up
my
last
kava.
Last time I ate too much edibles, it was the highest I've ever been, and that's including acid, shrooms, everything.
Too
much
last
edibles.
time I ate edibles was
I rolled
bad.
one before we started.
Jesus. All right. It's legal where they are.
It's true. It's legal where I'm at. So
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm still in like the one state where it's still illegal. Like I'm like the holdout.
How of all states?
Yeah, North Dakota is still the holdout.
I actually use alternative cannabinoids personally.
So Aegon II is yeah, the I don't even remember his kids' names right off the top of my head.
can I have a request in the audience here? I don't know anything about these guys. Can I get like a two sentence rundown?
So are you watching House of the Dragon?
No, I'm.
Oh, well, here we go.
It's so good.
Aegon II is the eldest born son of Viserys, and because Viserys named Rhaenyra as his heir, who's a female, when Viserys dies, there is a succession crisis between the oldest son, who his family's trying to push him to king and crowns him, over Rhaenyra, who is actually named heir. On top of all that,
the entire Civil War. Let's go.
well, that's just the start. On top of all that, Aegon is just kind of a piece of crap. So it's like kind of surprises everybody like him. And it was just because, at least more in the books than the show, but his mom's very power hungry in the books, and his grandpa is extremely power hungry in both of them. And they're kind of pushing a very destructive, nasty figurehead over Rhaenyra.
Okay.
That's Aegon II.
But he's a terrible guy.
Yeah, he's an absolute horrible dad.
Yeah.
So I think deadbeat or monster, honestly, but probably more deadbeat.
I think
he's
I don't think he's physically hurting his kids.
yeah, because
he's
we know
physically
what,
hurting other people, but not his kids. However,
Yeah.
he does allow his kids to come into harm pretty clearly in a way that somebody with the resources that he has should
I don't
not
think-
be like.
I
allowing.
honestly
He
think
allegedly
doesn't care
fathered
about-
Daemon Palehair, didn't he?
Yeah, and he most
allegedly,
likely
yeah.
did.
yeah, I think we might see something like that in the show.
Well, we already kind
Oh,
of
there's
saw
something
it.
up for sure.
Somebody who looked like Daemon Palehair. All right, yeah. So just toss him a deadbeat.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for him.
Let's move.
Yeah.
Let's move
We
on.
all
I don't
know
want to
what-
spend too much time on Targaryens in the first
How many are on this list again?
quite a lot. Oh, 37 total, and 3 of them are just Aegons.
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought you were gonna say 37 Aegons and then
Yeah, 37 Aegons.
Egon the 37th is the most controversial of all.
Yeah, he's probably a Blackfire. All right.
Okay, so we'll be through the list in about 7.5 hours.
Yeah, well, I don't want to spend that long. We got Aegon the Unlikely, Aegon the Fifth, also known as Egg. Okay, so let me break down Egg for the soda pops involved. Egg is the one of the main characters of Duncan Egg. We meet him when he's little, but we
So
know.
I've heard of him. Have you mentioned him before? Yes.
So when he gets bigger, he's very famous for marrying for love, and then also being very against Targaryen incest. So he pushes his kids to marry like other high-born people to strengthen the realm, and all of them go against their betrothals. One of them, his heir, wants to marry a common-born person, and then he gives up the throne for it, and he allows him to do that, but he's losing the throne. The second person runs off and marries his sister because Targaryens be Targaryen, yo. And then one of them, who I just did a video for today, Darren Targaryen, doesn't marry anybody. He breaks off. You remember Queen of Thorns from Game of Thrones? Olenna Tyrell breaks off his engagement with Olenna Tyrell when she was just Olenna Redwine, so he can be gay because he's got an awesome lover and he just wants to fight in wars and, you know, be an awesome gay dude. So he doesn't marry anybody. And then I think that's. Am I missing a betrothal?
No, I think you got him all.
I think you got him.
Okay. So I love that he lets them do this. Like, he doesn't, like, I feel like he is pretty, like, the decent dad. I think he's a decent dad.
Yeah, he could have stopped these things, but he chose not to.
Mm-hmm.
He prioritized being a good parent in some cases over being a better ruler politically.
Oh, yeah,
which
because
is
those are
rare
all bad.
in Westeros.
All three of those were bad decisions.
Yeah.
Like, as a king, not a dad.
Yeah, for political tactical purposes, that was like 3 straight L's he took for his kid.
So I'm down for Hank Hill, or even Danny Torrance, but because he might be responsible for all of his family dying for a dragon sacrifice.
I think he also gets bumped down a level for naming one of his children Duncan Targaryen.
Duncan the Small? Come on, man. All right, well, we were
at least like save that name for one of your bastards, man.
Duncan Waters? That sounds like a fun game to go Duncan Waters.
I feel like you lose a tier for either intentionally or accidentally getting your whole family killed.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he's
fair,
tier.
we don't know how. Like, he could have just been like, okay, I'm gonna try this recipe, and like, you know, he like put in a little too much oil.
What were you doing with those dragon eggs? Nothing. We were just making omelets.
Yeah.
Turns out it's really hard to make a baked lassa. Like, oh boy, man.
Oh man, I tried duck flambe. Last time it was too dry, so we tried to go too moist, and then everyone exploded.
I think over there it would be what would it be baked?
Skagos.
Baked Skagos.
Exactly. I was gonna say hard home, but I couldn't remember the name.
All right, so do you guys want A tier or S tier? I think A tier because of Summer Hall.
Yeah, I think he's very Hank Hill-ish, and that he did not want that life for his kids, but he was never going to stop them from pursuing it.
Yeah, and just like Hank Hill, he blew up the Megalomart.
Egg does strike.
Dude, you nailed it, Russ. Oh man.
I feel like if
I allow you to drop a couple F-bombs for that. You earned them.
If there's one character in Westeros,
I'm not going to tell you when they're coming.
I feel like it's
title your sex tape.
I will tell you when I'm coming, though.
Oh my god.
Equal to your sex tape.
Got him.
10 seconds.
Got him.
All right, you guys ready for our first S tier? We got Aegon the Unworthy.
Okay, do we have any wrestling fans here?
Yeah.
Okay, that looks like Otis.
Oh,
yes, it does.
I thought you were gonna go.
You have to imagine him doing the worm.
Late career Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah.
Old earthquake.
Also, late career Bam Margera.
Oh, so accurate.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, post-eating disorder Bam Margera.
Oh, I didn't know he had one of those.
Yep,
I
that's
just knew
why
he was a
he
drug
was so
addict.
skinny. No,
Yeah.
he was bulimic.
Oh,
Nice.
I don't know
There
that.
we go.
Very
Because I want to
Hollywood.
bring in some fun for the show. I mean,
And
he
again,
did.
he got the unworthy died at the age of 49, or is it's known in wrestling old age.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, he did legitimize all of his kids. That was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it didn't have any consequences on him.
Not on
mean,
him.
that
He
makes-
died.
That makes him a bad ruler, not a
But
bad
not
dad.
a bad dad. Oh, there you go. We finally found it. Don Vito.
Well, hold on. It makes him a bad dad to half of his children.
Mm.
Well, okay. Is there an
It
argument that
makes
his kids were
equitable
better
dad.
off
Well,
just being bastards, like without
Darren the
legitimizing
Good-
them?
Darren
would-
the Good is only
Would they live better
allegedly.
lives?
I mean, their lives would have been longer,
Yeah.
but that was
If you
because
make a
they made the
decision-
decision to challenge the throne.
If I have a kid and on my deathbed I leave him $1 million on the condition that he live his lifelong dream of joining the Yakuza and trying to kill 5 of his superiors, I don't think I did a good thing for my kid.
Yeah, but what if he joins the Yakuza and kills all of his superiors and gets all
Well,
that
then he
money?
gets $1 million.
And he runs the
I'm man of my
Yakuza.
word.
But remember,
He's
those
dead.
other
Yeah,
crime lord.
if
Those
the
5
person
people are
if the
also
purpose of a
kids.
father is to make sure that your strongest child is the one who wins, then yeah, he was a good father.
But that's not your purpose as a father.
Well, it was
Because
a different
right now,
time.
My cats are
Okay.
definitely stronger than my kid, and I'm not letting them just beat up my daughter.
I don't mean physically stronger.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like politically stronger,
Oh,
militarily stronger
there's
as
a
a
good-
ruler.
There's a good argument that Darren the Good isn't even his son. So
Oh.
I'd like to.
So, I mean, let's look at this list. This list of his lovers, okay? Felina Stokeworth, Maggette, Casella Vaith, I don't know how to pronounce half of these, Belagier Otheris, Barbara
We'll get
Bracken,
to
Melissa
Walder.
Blackwood, Bethany Bracken, Jane Lothson, Serenelle of Lease, Dana Targaryen, Elena Targaryen, Daughters of Lord Betterwell, and then it literally just says many others.
So 3 daughters of Lord Motherwell in one night gave them
Oh my
3
God, okay.
bastards, and
You
then
got 1,
gave
2,
an
3,
egg.
4, 5,
to 'em.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bastards that we know of, with 1, 2, 3 more rumored at least.
So
So
let me.
he's the Johnny Appleseed of this universe, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me tell you guys something really
is
quick.
Garth Greenhand a bad dad?
Oh, he's not on here. I wish I should have, but no. Let me tell you guys something really quick.
I'm surprised
I-
he could get past his belly, if I'm being honest.
Raz, let me get this out. I wanted to do, I do the shorts, and I'll do like every suitor of Arian Martell or every blah blah blah. So I thought a really easy one would be all of Aegon the Unworthy's mistresses, and I couldn't do it in a minute.
Yeah.
I tried 3 times, and the most I did got through like 7 of them out of the 13, and I'm like, nah, I'll just give up. This one wins.
You got to
Yeah.
increase the playback speed in CapCut.
Yeah. So that's
You
like
just
the
like
one
talk like a
short
chipmunk for a minute.
I literally never given up on a short, but I gave up on that one.
Wow.
So anyways,
Almost like it was unworthy.
yeah, there you go.
Hey.
So deadbeat or monster? Or no, but he's probably not a monster.
No, he's not a monster.
He's a monster, but not to his kids that we're aware of.
Yeah,
I think
feel like he's-
absentee.
Do we have like a John Redcorn level?
Yeah,
Which one's
Jamie
that?
Lannister.
Okay, this guy's a John Redcorn.
No, we don't have a level. We have other John Redcorns. I think that's just absentee.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like he's an
it's Timmy's
absentee dad. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
he's Timmy's dad.
so
He
C
has
tier?
children and forgets about them.
Well, okay. He's a big part of the reason why there's rumors around Darren, because he
Oh, he's
doubts
on
the
here.
legitimacy of his own kid, and that like leads
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
that like uprising. So I
And
feel
that-
like he at the very least did a disservice to one of his kids.
yeah,
for
you're
sure.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
So that pushes him down to deadbeat.
Deadbeat.
Yeah.
I think deadbeat. I can get behind deadbeat.
You can get behind a deadbeat.
I can get
I
behind.
enjoy getting behind deadbeats, I tell you what.
I was waiting for somebody. All right, we got another.
They usually have
winner.
pierced nipples.
Jesus, here we go. Balon Greyjoy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's a winner and a half.
Oh, he sucks.
So either bottom of deadbeat or top of monster. Like
do we know for a fact in the books that his son was castrated, or is it kind of just heavily implied at this point?
It's heavily implied.
Okay,
never
so
seen
as
it.
far as his sons are concerned, it goes dead because of a rebellion, dead because of rebellion, castrated because of a rebellion. And what's up with his daughter at the moment?
She's doing her best.
Hey guys,
work.
can we have a
Unequivocal
minute,
badass.
please? Because we got Michael in the house.
Woo!
Michael,
Hey,
he's here to talk about stuff. You missed 3 Aegons.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. I caught some of the stream as I was getting ready. I pulled it up. So I think I got the gist of it.
Unlikely in A tier, which is Hank Hill, and then second in 4 in Deadbeat, and we're working on Balon freaking Greyjoy right now.
All right.
Who got all of his sons killed, and one of them mutilated and disfigured.
mutilated in some way.
And then his daughter is in I believe in a loveless marriage and wants to be with somebody else or loveless relationship.
Yeah, but not because.
Oh wait,
of
isn't she prisoner? Isn't she prisoner of Stannis at the moment?
Yes.
She might be.
Yes,
Okay,
she is.
and she got married. She got married in absentia by a seal or a sea lion or something.
A seal
Okay.
sat in for her to marry Eric Ironbreaker.
Okay,
But
so
that
she's
was
not
because
really
of
married
Euron.
since it was
That
never
because of
consummated.
Euron, not because of Balon.
Yes.
Balon was already dead.
You're on very bad, uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was Balon's
Euron's
decisions
Euron's
Balon's
on
decisions
here.
that led to that. So
Oh yeah,
Euron-
Euron's dad too.
Euron is on here.
Oh, nice.
like Balon should have had him executed for the sake of his children. Like he knew that guy was going to be a threat to his children.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know
So-
who's a good
really
uncle?
good point
Victorian. Victorian's an awesome uncle. He is your drunk, incompetent uncle, but God, he's a fun one.
Yeah,
Oh,
damn,
They
do you
all-
want him on your team at Thanksgiving football?
Michael, because
Oh,
you haven't
yeah.
had a chance to
Not
talk.
not
and you
on
just
pub
got
trivia,
here.
but definitely football.
I want to hear Michael's take on Balon Greyjoy.
So I would say he's only fitting in the bottom 2 tiers, obviously, right? Like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine he's ever done a single thing to rise above the level of deadbeat. That's the best he can.
So the
aspire
level
to.
right above Deadbeat is Absentee, but I think he's worse.
Yeah, I think you'd be better off like not knowing who your dad was than having Balon as your dad in most
Yeah.
cases.
He's a failed dad who raised a failed son, and then 2 other sons who are currently corpses.
Because of his exact actions. He started a rebellion, right? We have to keep that in mind that he started the rebellion that killed his 2 elder sons. It wasn't because they started it or anything like that. Yeah.
There's also the fact that his only surviving son is currently having like a mental crisis over who his real dad is because Balon was, not there.
Yeah, he sent him away.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't send him, but he had to give them.
Yeah, he started a stupid war that cost him
His
the
son.
ability to be anything but a political prisoner.
So, is he our first monster? It's hard to think of him as.
I think he's bottom of deadbeat for sure.
yeah.
Can I petition for a tier between monster and deadbeat that is like a dad who actively does bad things knowing it's going to impact, like a Papa
Fail
from
dad.
Stranger Things tier?
So yeah, if you want to make another tier, but I want it to be a reference I know.
Walter White. There we go. No, he's a
Oh,
monster.
You don't know the Stranger Things reference?
No, I don't. Not like top of my head. Like I watched the first 3 seasons.
Papa is Matthew Modine's character.
Wait,
Oh, ugh.
Yeah.
what
He's
about
worse
Jimmy
than that.
McNulty? Jimmy
Like a
McNulty causes
monster.
problems for his kids.
I like Walter White.
Okay.
Walter White tier? All right.
Yeah, I think Walter White's a good name for it because he is a piece of crap.
Not Heisenberg, Walter White?
No, Walter White. Don't let it slide. He did it all. Don't give him that. Well, we got our first actual monster coming up right after Balon. So yeah, go ahead and name it Walter White and put Balon right in it. Are we happy with that?
Yeah.
All right. The reason for the season. Later, when I look at the analytics, there's going to be a little spike right here because we got Craster, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
He looks like sequel Mark Hamill, like sequel Luke Skywalker.
He does.
No, you know who he looks like? Only one person's gonna get this, but it's gonna nail it. You guys remember Too Many Cooks?
Yo,
Yes,
yeah.
oh my god!
Runs around and kills people in Too Many Cooks.
Yeah, you're right.
It really
What
does.
a pull!
Thank you.
What
Thank
a pull! Too many cooks is.
I'm really proud of myself.
That's a good one.
Too many.
Long ass video, but it's a good one.
Oh, it's so worth it though.
Strongly
yeah.
recommended. If you haven't seen Too Many Cooks, and after this stream, literally don't look up anything about it. Just go watch the video.
Just dive into it.
It's
like 10 minutes. Go watch it.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil the broth, so.
Oh, Craster Targaryen, 19-time bad dad champion.
Targaryen.
Targaryen, yeah. There's some theories out there. So yeah,
Of course there is.
So of course,
Now, be fair to him. He got 5th place at Husband of the Year.
sacrifices his.
I
son.
say his name is Craster Raider, and he's Mance's daddy.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna for
He's
those
also
of you
he's
who
also
don't know,
Bloodraven's son.
Yeah, I think he's more Bloodraven's son. All right. Sacrifices his sons, who are products of incest from his daughters, who he forcibly marries and forces other things on them, and that's the worst dad in the world, right?
He seems more like Bloodraven's homunculus, if I'm being honest.
Bloodraven.
If he's a homunculus, he can reproduce.
Yeah, unless we talk about
because Maegor the Cruel is a homunculus.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I've heard that one. Yeah, so Craster, I remember when I was gonna do this as a list of like the top 10 worst dads, and I was like fighting over 2 other people on this list, and my wife just goes, Craster. I was like, yeah. Like a duh.
So I had this conversation with the Scarlett Johansson bot earlier, asking who she thought the best and worst fathers in A Song of Ice and Fire were, and she said the best was Ned, and the worst was Tywin Lannister. And I was like, "Are you telling me Tywin's worse than Craster?" And she was like, "No, Craster's worse than Tywin."
Yeah, exactly.
Should stop and think.
Oh yeah, everyone's getting pumped for House of Dragon tomorrow. Too many cooks.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Lord Taryn of Texas. Thank you. It's the coolest thing I'm gonna do all night is reference.
Yeah. It's all downhill after your talk.
We got Sit In for Sithis, amazing name.
Have we decided what channel in the Discord we're going to live chat the episode in?
Oh, man. I was just going to watch it on my own.
I don't know if I'll be around to live chat it. I may or may not.
I'll probably be sleeping, and I'll probably watch it on break at work on my phone.
Oh, yeah. I'm in for live chatting it.
Your
Absolutely.
break is that long, Taco?
Huh?
Your break is that long?
Dude, it's summer. I take the summers off. I just do it at work. All right, so we had our first F. Are you guys ready for our first S?
Sure.
Because we got Davos SeaWorld. Let's go.
Now hold on.
Hold on. Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
I agree with the hold on. Go ahead.
Hold the
I think he's
phone.
more of an A.
He's an A tier. He
Mhm.
you know, he does things that he probably shouldn't do if the thing he was looking
Let
out
his
for
sons
was-
all on one ship. That's that Saving Private Ryan rule, man.
Like my man led his kids into a war zone,
Yeah, 4.
which I wouldn't advise generally.
Didn't we give his wife number 1 mom? We did, right?
I think so.
So
She was
we
up there
put
for
her
sure.
in
his-
top.
it's never implied once that his kids don't want to be fighting by his side.
Yeah,
That is
they
what
like
they
love
wanted
it.
to do, and they knew.
Yeah, but they're children,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, but his kids
He's the
are
adult
also
in the
They were
room.
like there were half of them were adults, like young adults.
They were kind of stupid, though.
He
Well, the
has
followers.
left one of his kids with Melisandre.
Yeah, Davin Seaworth, who I'll eventually do a video for. I love Davin Seaworth.
I
Stannis'
didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I love him, and that's just not a great place for.
Sit In for Sithis is saying A.
His other sons had already converted to the Red God, right?
He still has 3 sons left. That's passing grade in this one.
The ones that died on the ships with him had already converted to the king's religion.
I think most of them, yeah. I think everybody
Okay.
has in his family. I know Davin.
I think I remember him having a conversation with him about it.
Yeah, I know Davin absolutely has. Michael, what do you think?
Well, I was just thinking, like he's got to be a better dad than a husband because he actually sees his children at some point during the books,
He
whereas
sees
his wife is just
enough
like,
to
Well, we
get
don't know.
7 sons out of her.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, we don't know what his wife wants. They might be perfectly happy with this type of relationship.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
true.
This is
Like the
some
person that I
show
see, like we
stuff.
see each other twice a month, and like that's it.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
all we need.
honestly, that's like fine, and we're not led to believe anything other than he misses her. He's not like she's going to be pissed at any point.
Yeah, there we hear. This is good.
Like if my wife was going to be pissed at me, I'd be like constantly like it would be the start and end of every Davos chapter. Is my wife is going to be pissed.
that would be a funny
He loves
character
his
move
wife,
for
though.
Davos. Like the entire Davos storyline, he's just really trying to get back to his wife, but he's got one more thing to do
That's
all the time, and keeps getting thrown in jail while he's doing it.
That's what it is, though.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm gonna go home, and the king is like, hey, go do this. And he's like, all right, one more thing, king, and then he keeps going to jail.
Yeah,
You know, I actually wanna talk about what Seamus Smurf just said. So he tried to save Shireen. That did happen in the show, but in the book, he did go way out of his way to save
Edric Storm.
Edric Storm.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that brings him back up for me. Bottom of Danny Tanner for me.
Whenever he could, like, it also the way his sons died is something that nobody could have predicted. He put them in a rather safe spot.
He knew full well that naval commander didn't know what he was doing.
Yes, but no one knew that everything was about to explode.
Yeah.
Like that never has happened before. The whole river exploded.
Like, am I a bad dad if I got my son a sick gig on the 98th floor of the World Trade Center?
Whoa, come on.
Whoa. You're fired.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Oh my God. Well, how much did it pay? Dude, look, the Canadian is shaking his head. You rascal Americans.
Oh, I'm sitting here thinking, Taco, this would have been a good time for the gobbledygook gift.
Oh, I got it. No, I still have it ready. Oh my God, I just wasn't ready.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
I swear eventually, because I do have something for if anyone ever brings up. Wait, never mind. I know when I can use it. I didn't get to use it last round, but we have somebody I can use this video for. All right. Anyways, that's it. So Davos, Danny Tanner or above Aegon? He's definitely above Aegon and Hank Hill, or Danny Tanner.
He's A.
We're going A.
That's my
I think top of A is where he belongs.
All right, above Aegon. No one's gonna be an S except for one person, I think.
Yeah, that does make me think that no one's gonna break Danny Tanner. But Danny Tanner never got his kids killed.
One person
survive.
One person.
Ned's
gonna
make S.
No, but I got somebody.
Ned's high A.
He might be. We're not even close to the ends yet.
Ned is Westerosi.
Oh wait, I got him as Eddard. He's it's close. Oh, I need to start looking at your list, not mine, because you got Dor Martell.
That's a pretty cool picture.
Is that Doran Martell?
Doran Martell.
Okay.
Why'd they make him so handsome?
He is handsome.
Yeah.
He looks like
I had Bronze Jan next, but I just named him Jan for your list, so he's down at the bottom. I got to move all the way down to the bottom.
Doran Martell kind of looks like Bela Lugosi.
Hey, Taco, which one is he? I'll just look up.
Oh, no. Keep him there. Keep Bronze Jan down at the bottom.
Dora Martell definitely wins the does not give children crucial information award.
Yeah, that's some messed up stuff.
Yeah, that takes you down a tier or two for sure.
Yeah, I think the way he treated Arianne, even though it was, quote, best intentions, was wrong.
Well, also, like, he sends Quentin, like, poorly equipped to go handle.
Whoa, that's somebody else. Sorry, I'm moving people around. Sorry.
That's French, apparently.
Yeah, he does get his oldest son set on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he sent him across the sea with a couple of incompetent people.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. No. Just the competent ones died right away.
Yeah.
No, there were competent ones. They just didn't make it.
Good sign.
Yeah.
No, because he had like a maester with. They had like a crew. They just died before the first chapter.
Huh.
Yeah, he also definitely did do that thing where he didn't communicate with his daughter what he was thinking, and then led to her like almost rebelling against him. So that could be better dad communication.
So absentee or the one in between, dad from Dexter.
Is there like an idiot tier? Like,
Yeah, I think dad from Dexter.
Well, I was thinking Timmy's dad from Fairly Odd Parents. He could be the.
Yeah.
This is where I would
absentee tier.
Yeah.
This is where I would put my wonderful plan. If I
This
had
guy's the
one.
Kramer of dads. This guy's the Kramer of dads because like he thinks he's miles ahead, but he's not.
He feels a lot like Timmy's
Doran,
dad.
what's going on in there?
Right.
Yeah, I think he belongs in that tier. I think we got it. I think Doran goes into Timmy's dad.
He has like these grand designs.
Doran, what's going on in there? Generations long conspiracy. Why?
Like, and he's just assumed that his children have been like inactive automatons the entire time he's been doing this, and they haven't been doing anything.
No,
Right.
he literally tells Oberyn Martell's daughters, like, I tried to explain it to Oberyn before he left that he had to wait for revenge. It's like, bro, it's been 18 years.
It's been a while.
What are you talking about? We never met the auntie was gonna venge. Like, we are too young and we're all adults.
All right.
Doran also in the early 2000s made a plan to get you a sick job. He just hasn't made the first phone call yet.
That's it. That's good.
And it's now 2016.
Yeah.
I must hop off cam. I have cabbages to tend.
Yeah, go take care of your cabbages.
I'm still here.
That wascally wabbit.
My cabbages.
My cabbages.
All right. Let's tear the Band-Aid off. Edward Stark.
Woo!
I hate that guy.
B tier.
A tier.
Boo. He sucks.
I don't know. All right,
At no
okay.
Point, at no point is he a bad dad. And
I'm just being edgy.
Yeah, I was just being contrarian. Splitting his family in half. But
that wasn't a
you're
horrible
right.
decision if he thought he was
I mean, that should have given them the best chance of survival.
He shouldn't have taken any kids to court.
I think that's a fair decision.
He should have taken just Jon and Sansa to court.
Yeah, he should have taken Jon.
But even though, like,
Catelyn wouldn't let him.
He acknowledged Jon as a son.
Yeah, I know, you're right. Yeah, he's S tier.
He's the hand of the king. He's the hand of the king. He could easily get Jon a job that's out of sight. Right? Just get him out of Catelyn's hair and take care of the boy.
His treatment
Although,
Jon,
I just remembered his heritage and that he probably didn't want him anywhere near Robert or like his wife.
His treatment towards Jon and Arya alone kind of make him S tier.
Yeah.
Like, dang
it is a good dad to his
I wanted to be edgy.
The only edgy thing you can sort of say is he did take his 9-year-old to see an execution, and if we make him the top tier, then that means the best dad in A Song of Ice and Fire dropped the hot bar. He won't be 3 forever, and winter is coming.
Now,
my daughter's 4. I'm not taking her to any
Don't forget that he
yet.
gives his wife a heated room.
Yeah, the whole room.
That was wild when I read about that.
Isn't a lot of Winterfell hot though?
Yeah, but he gave her like the hottest one because
she's not used to it. Yeah, but that makes him a good husband.
Yeah, no,
I'm
just acknowledging. So the thing is, he really can't be S tier because his honor is a bit of a shield for his stubbornness.
I don't know.
And when you examine it closely, it's his stubbornness that honestly destroys his family.
Best dad still sucks.
I do have to note that we've placed Ned above Davos, and I just don't think that tracks.
I think that tracks is fine.
I think if
where do we
you're
put
mad about
Davos?
it, I want
We
to
put
move
Davos at
up,
A,
not
right?
Down. Yeah, we have him at A. I would rather
Okay,
have Davos
I think
up
Ned
than
is also an A.
No,
I agree.
No, really taking care of Jon as his own son.
Yeah.
and then also training Arya, giving
No,
Arya.
that's all well and good. I mean, he could have
treated Theon incredibly well by Theon's own admission.
Okay, Russ, let me please say one thing. We're grading at a curve here.
Yeah.
Look
I don't think
at
there's
the other
anything.
dads on this list.
What is the net result of his actions? That's the
that
problem.
other people betrayed that he's a bad politician. He's an awful politician, not a bad dad.
We can't blame Davos for the Blackwater, and we can't blame Ned for trying to take mercy.
I
on
want
Cersei's
Davos and
kids,
S
then-
still.
yeah.
I'm still a little mad about
We
I'd
could
be
move
okay with
Davos
that.
up.
I'd be
Can
okay
we
with
move
that.
Davos up? And
Yeah,
then-
the two of them occupying S tier alone. I could
That's
be okay
fine
with
by
that.
me.
I'm
I
fine
was
with
fine
that.
with Davos.
Russ, are you just gonna have to be okay with it?
I think they're on the same plane.
If we don't want an empty tier at the top of the list, we probably
We're
have
gonna need
We got somebody way down at the bottom.
Dave says Tormund is the only S, and that's a great take.
If we recognize that the highest tier is just not on this list because they don't exist in this universe.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what I was
the
saying. We're
curve is
grading
hard,
as a
yeah.
curve. We're grading, yeah. Is it
That works
we're
for
in
me.
a
An idiot from
we're in
time.
a sexist society, in a society that is very backwards and awful, and the best dads there are dead.
Chat keeps saying that Davos is better than Ned.
Yeah.
I agree with this.
Ragercorn and well, we can flip them. Do you guys want to flip them? Who?
Duke
All right.
says Davos. Dave says Davos.
Didn't we just
I
put them in the
also
same
said
category?
Davos.
We can save flipping them for the end after we have more data.
Is Duke Ragercorn?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
that's Duke.
I thought Duke just doesn't hang out in my chat. I thought Duke doesn't like me. I didn't know that. That's awesome. What's up, Duke? All right. Raise your hand on flipping Ned and Davos for the vote. I
Don't we
want
have them on the
majority.
same tier already?
Hang on,
Yeah, just flipping.
I have a cabbage leaf and I've raised it.
Okay. So we got one vote.
This
for
is
flip.
me. This is me being ambivalent.
All right. Well, then you don't count. Michael, flip or no flip?
I'm fine either way. I'd
Okay,
say
no
no
flip.
flip. I'd say no flip.
Okay,
but
no flip. So we're one
And I'm
one
ambivalent leaning no flip.
ambiguous.
And I'm going with no flip because at least I know who Ned Stark is.
You know who Davos?
Who do you think? Who do you think would win in a fist fight, Ned or Davos?
Here's the thing, Taco. Ned stands out to me more than Davos. Yes, I do know who he is, but it just compared to the characters.
It's like up to Zach or Zach.
Well,
what do you
because it's
want?
kind of important, you know. If a kid can honestly say, "My dad can beat up your dad," that would put one over the other.
Is that the tiebreaker?
If that's the tiebreaker, Ned.
Zach,
Ned would beat
Zach,
up
what do you
Davos.
think?
My thought is we know more about the personal lives of Ned's kids and the positive impact he had, so I should keep him up there. If we ever see more of Davos's kids talking about, well, his living ones, talking about how much of a positive impact he was on them, that'd be one thing. But we have point of view from like so many of Ned's kids, and they think about how awesome of a dad he was all the time, so that seals it for me that he's the best.
Would you
dad.
say that Ned's training and honor is the reason that both Robb and Jon died?
No, because John's not dead, and Robb died because.
Well, you know what I mean. I was
Jon
gonna
is
say
dead.
got stabbed, but Robb
Jon
didn't get
is
stabbed,
dead.
so
He
Well,
died.
he is currently dead. But
No, that was Rhaegar.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Screw up. All right. Well, then we'll keep him.
because I kind of think that was Ned's fault.
We'll
as
keep
a
Ned on
father.
top until we get to the S's, and moving on.
Moving on.
You're on.
Oh boy.
Dad of the year. And also leading contender for Dill for the year.
Yeah. So all of his sons are literally just referred to as his mongrels.
They have
But
no
they're
names.
referred to
None
by
of them
him,
have
right.
names.
They referred to them by him too.
Yeah, my mongrels. None of them have names. Most of them have their tongues
He cut their
out.
tongues out. Yeah.
Yeah, most of them have their tongues cut out, and they're just ship hands.
That is this is not A tier behavior.
I gotta say, none of those kids can ever be bullied by their siblings.
He's definitely not behind Craster, but I think he's snug right up next to him. And
I think you're probably right.
Yeah. He also, most notably, his most recent child, you could say, he's impregnated a woman and then strapped her to the bow of his ship to like ride into battle as a baby. So,
Which seems
yeah, it doesn't seem like a great dad move.
Yeah. All right, down there with Craster.
Get him down there.
Craster's lower, but yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
maybe the kids were asking for it.
No, they don't have tongues. They can't.
I swear to God, if you talk back to me one more time, I'm going to cut out your tongue and make you a ship hand. And don't you think I won't?
Isn't there a big thing that we're not supposed to victim blame anymore? Can you not victim blame his sons?
Have we considered that his sons might be really annoying?
No, I mean, literally asking for it.
All right. Only because somebody I put out a comment or put out a thing on my channel like, hey, we're doing this. Give me some names. Who do you want on here? And honest to God, somebody says we need Eustace Osprey.
Oh boy.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
if you want.
That's a fun inclusion.
So we got good old Sir Useless.
Sir Useless.
So
Yeah.
explain the name.
He looks like a Viltruman with that mustache. Though.
Yo, that's such a good drawing of him.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very good drawing of him.
I believe it's Mark S. Miller who did the comic book. I believe. I might be wrong. I shouldn't credit if I don't know for sure. My bad. That's not okay.
Mark S. Miller, I think is what it says.
Did I
on
say
the
Matt?
wiki.
Yeah, Mark S. Miller.
Or Mike.
Yep.
S.
Yeah,
Miller,
that's
sorry.
the guy who did the comic. Yeah, Mike S. Miller. Yeah, thank you.
This is the guy that kept
that's
supporting the
cut
wrong
from the
side
comic.
of the civil wars, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
One of them looked
Blackfires
manlier.
paid for it. Yeah, his sons all died,
So-
and then his daughter was taken
Yeah.
hostage. And then his-
Okay, so he
his
was
wife
trying.
Yeah. Solid.
He still
solid
sent his
booking.
sons away to war.
It
He
sounds
still-
like he had to send them away to one side or the other, and he just chose the wrong one.
Yeah, but he is like man crush on Daemon Blackfire worse than freaking Aegor Bittersteel in the chat, dude.
Would you say it was obvious at that time that side was going to lose?
No, it was very
No,
not obvious when the Blackfire
Okay.
Rebellion started.
Yeah, I think
Recently.
Blackfire Rebellion is pretty out, like pretty in the air. Like,
Yeah. Like right up until
yeah.
then.
Okay,
We
So,
only know
yeah, I
of
mean,
one
he was
battle, which I'm assuming there's plenty. But
he was just trying his best, you know.
Yep. And it does seem like he regrets that for the rest of his life.
okay,
Yeah.
here, let's just do some stuff. So,
Yeah, but he
I know
could
there's
also
some
just be
other
regretting
things-
everything he lost, besides his children.
his youngest son Adam served at Coldmoat as Wyman's page and squire. Had a romance with Rohan, who was the same age, who he later married. Eustace proposed marry to Rohan. I'm trying to think of their other stuff, other than just sending them on the way to war, but I'm not really seeing it.
Yeah, the only parentage thing that I know for sure is that he spends like a third of his talking time either talking
Silence.
about
Dead
either
sons.
talking about sitting in the blackberries or sitting in the blackberries thinking about his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's got a little bit of a Joseph P. Kennedy energy to him. Not
So
Joseph
Dexter's
Kennedy's
dad?
Oh,
but
you know
the
you know what tier he's in? He's in Uncle Iroh tier.
no.
Ooh,
Right? He lost his kid's dead.
Yeah, but he's not
and
as
that's-
cool as Iroh.
That's extremely true. But we're grading on dad characters.
Yeah, but he doesn't raise a Zuko.
That's extremely true.
If he raised the
Yeah.
Zuko, because Iroh's one of the best dads of all time. He's right up there with Bob Belcher.
Yeah, I was gonna say Iroh's like top tier, surely.
yeah.
He was right up there with Master Splinter.
Yeah,
We're the
Iroh's
best
got to
dads,
be
guys. What are we doing here?
Iroh's got to be better than any dad in A Song of Ice and Fire.
Oh,
Oh, for sure.
I'm down for Dexter's dad. C tier
Yeah.
or B tier, or if you guys want him in C, I'm okay with that.
I support Dexter's dad tier.
We don't have anybody in that tier, and
Yeah, we have nobody in B yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
his sons were going to go off to war either way, considering it happened.
Loving dad made the wrong decision, backed the wrong guy.
Dexter's
The
dad.
battle happened like within like a real close proximity to where like his lands are, right? Like it's not
Oops.
far at all.
I didn't mean to put him up yet, but he is next. I deleted Eustace on mine. Well, I guess I already did. Are we good with Eustace there? We're happy? Everybody happy? All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. Great John Umber. Another one that was a request.
Awesome, nice picture as well.
Yeah. Well, Great John's the best.
Oh,
Everybody left. All right.
If Hank Hill was from near the wall, would he be Great John Umber?
If he was taller, I think
That's
Hank
true,
Hill's
yeah.
kind of a. I don't want to say the word. Kind of a wussy sometimes, you know. You know.
Yeah.
And I don't think Great John is.
No.
I got a fun fact, by the way. I just had a random internet guy on the other line who says, "Oh no, I forgot about that stream. Hello, tell everyone I said hello there."
If he's free, he can jump in.
I told him that. He said he's deep in migraine hell right now.
Okay, yeah, don't. Yeah, I'm not. No doctor would prescribe doing a stream with me for your migraine. I'm not recommended by 9 out of 10 doctors.
The other doctor is me.
Okay, Great John Umber.
He does take his son to a wedding where he's unfortunately killed, which is a strange thing to happen. So I don't know if I blame him, as you usually don't expect to get murdered at a wedding.
Okay.
What a
Here's
beautiful
something.
wedding.
He seems like a decent enough dad, and none of his father No, I guess the Umbers aren't too bad. I like the Umber uncles. Never mind.
Yeah,
I get them mixed up with Karstark, who's awful. The old Karstark.
I do exactly the same mix-up.
Yeah. But I next year, like beginning of next year, because my character list, I'm literally deep into like 2025 for my character list.
Oh my god!
If not further. But I have just Umber Week planned because I couldn't decide between Crowfoot and Horsebane. So I was like, I'll just do them both in 1 week. You're like, why not?
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah.
I do have one thing that could knock the Great John down a little bit. Quote from Rosse Bolton: "The Umbers keep the first night, deny it as they may."
Oh,
So,
yeah.
If in Roose's time the Umbers are still out there first nighting, Great John probably isn't the greatest dad to all of his kids.
Very bad.
Okay,
dad
that's only if
yeah.
he's fucking his kid's wife, which I don't think he is.
Well,
I'm
no, it
thinking
also
more
means he's ditching his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's absentee for at least the majority of his likely children.
I'm not seeing Roose on here. Roose on down there.
Oh, on your thing, you don't have.
He's
Roose
on the list.
tier
I don't think it. Did he not make it in?
No.
It looks like.
Find room in monster tier for him.
Yeah, I'm sure that we can find some.
Here, let me find my picture so I.
No, is Bruce a monster to his kids, or is it just a monster to everybody else?
Like Roose is a monster. Period.
He had a positive relationship with Dahmer.
Maybe I didn't.
Ramsay loves him.
I think I didn't put him in.
Interesting.
Interesting take. Oh man, I guess he is better to his kids than he is to the rest of the world.
Yeah, he's a halfway decent dad who just happens.
We are
to
talking about Great John. Soda, I don't think I gave you Roose Bolton because I'm not seeing him in mine.
Yeah.
So
do we have any reason to believe that Roose is correct in
his
accusation?
We're not talking about Roose Bolton. We will later.
Yeah, I'm asking if we have any way of knowing if he's accurate in his accusation about the Umbers still honoring the first night.
Okay,
that could be.
Yeah, he could be making shit up.
Yeah, he could just be
make himself look
justifying.
better.
Yeah, that's in the middle of his first night story about how he had Ramsay, so could be justification.
Yeah. Well, they do it too, so I'm justified. Then the Umbers are like, "What? No, we don't do first night."
So I'm saying if we're gonna add that to John Umber, then we need to consider the source.
That's
true. And you're right. Like, I don't know. We don't really know too much about Great John, oddly. I mean, as a dad, I mean.
Yeah.
We know he's loud and assertive.
This picture? Do you want me to show you which one I'm choosing, and then you can just download that?
Sure.
Which one? Do you want me to email you one right now, or do you want me to just show you this one?
Send it to me.
Yes.
Okay, I will send it to you.
Just send it to me, Messenger.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh, via Messenger. Yes. Yeah, that's easy. Let me know what we came up with for Great John. We are off the track, or at least I am. I won't blame you guys.
Great John seems like Dad from Dexter tier. He's okay. He's solid.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
that
B
works
tier.
for me.
Yeah.
I mean, his son is like using the same naming convention and hasn't like disowned him, doesn't seem to hate him. Like, they've got matching names, Great John, Small John.
Little John.
They get along well enough, right?
Little John, Slim Jim, Little Jim, Big Jim.
Do you think he talks to his children the same way he talked to Robb that first time during the War Council when they were deciding who was going to lead and whatnot?
Your meat is bloody tough.
Yeah, when he had to bite his finger off to get him to.
That does seem like the way he gets kids to do homework.
It's also like one of the best scenes in the frickin' books, man. I love that scene. Yeah, Roose can be wherever.
Especially later when Robb tells Bran that he almost shit himself. I thought that was really cool. Little insight.
So, put Roose right next to Eustace, Sir Useless. In Dad from Dexter. Put Great John, I mean.
Put Great John, yeah.
Did I say Roose? Sorry. Put Great John right next to Useless.
Roose is still alive
Works
in the
for
books,
me.
right?
There you go.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we can't predict that his heir is getting murdered necessarily.
Right there. Thank you, Soda.
So this guy, where do I put him in front of?
Oh, nowhere. Just wherever he fits. You can be bottom. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Who do we got next? Is that's a good one. We got Harwin Strong.
Oh my god.
Pretty.
Yeah, he
okay.
is pretty.
I need to know: is this exclusively book, or is this book and Good Dragon Show?
This is book.
Okay. In that case, probably absentee.
Yes, I agree. Absentee.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was
not much else to say when it's book, right? Like
Yeah.
that's pretty much his role. Is he's not the dad, but he is.
Honorable mention for show Harwin and like kind of being a dad.
Well, they let him hold the baby and smile at the mom for a scene, so every girl's like, "Oh!" So, is that all it takes to be a good dad? To just hold the baby?
I mean, we're grading on a curve, right?
That's true. Compare him to fucking King Bobby.
Oh, we will. Something we're doing.
Yeah.
He's on there.
Is that the absentee tier of Walter White, or is Timmy's dad?
Timmy's dad is absentee.
Gotcha.
Soda Pop. Put him up there with Dorn. There you go.
Yeah, I think it's a good song for him.
Walter White here is actively does bad things.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right. We got that is going to be interesting. We got a very interesting one here. Hoster Tully.
Ooh.
So as far as we know, a really good dad. Forced his daughter to have an abortion.
That was the probably right call.
He had a weird habit of storing crabs in his stomach, though.
Zach, a little messed up. I know we are grading on a curve, so it's like women's rights is like 500 years away here. But
I don't know, man. He embarrassed his son at his own funeral there when he couldn't hit him with the arrow.
When he kept dodging the arrow.
Yeah, man.
Serpentining in the river. Dodge it, screw you, Enmir.
That was the White Walkers are trolling the Tullys. They've rezzed him, and they're just like leading him to the side as a white until they burn him with the flaming arrow.
Or maybe he didn't kill Domeric, but still Shanks Walton is actually Domeric in hiding. That's my favorite theory.
Ooh.
I'll do that one whenever I get invited. When I finally get invited onto your guys' show.
Is Hoster responsible for Littlefinger?
If you got that theory ready to present, we will roll.
Dude,
like
I never got asked. I got 100 theories
all day.
Hit us.
Is Hoster responsible for Littlefinger?
Kinda. He's not.
I don't know.
Chat wants to know.
Littlefinger is responsible for Littlefinger. Don't.
The monster.
I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed.
Dude, what was
then again, Brandon also left him alive.
You started singing another song earlier where I'm like, no. Do that. I'm not singing it now. Never mind.
I think Hoster belongs in Hank Hill tier, honestly. He's good with his kids.
Absolutely not.
With the one exception that Lysa was never gonna be anything other than kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think he
No,
is
wait,
in any way
no.
responsible
Wait,
for her.
which means-
being
You
crazy.
don't
means
think
he
that
was-
forced abortion didn't ruin her or mess
Yeah.
her up?
She was
That's like her
way
tipping
messed up
point.
before that. She was
You don't
already
know that.
No.
How would her life have been if that child had been born?
I think nothing.
Yeah,
but
yeah, probably
positive.
not as
Like,
good.
I think that had a very negative effect on her.
Yeah, and I
don't-
think
I don't
that had a
think it
negative
helps,
effect
but
on the
like-
realm too.
She was to the point. I mean, if you read the scene that leads to that, she was definitely like not doing great things if she was scheming to that level.
Is everyone
to
cool if I
drug
take
and
away
take
display
advantage of
names
Peter
so we can see
Baelish.
faces? Is
Say what?
everyone
I think
cool if I take away
Who's the
display
older
names?
one in that
Yeah, that's fine.
relationship? Hold on. Lysa Arryn.
I think she's the same age as Peter.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
She's like a year older, maybe.
Because I know Peter. Yeah, Peter is.
I think
fighting for
Brandon
Catelyn.
is. I think Brandon would be noticeably older.
Yeah, I want to say.
I think
Brandon-
Peter. I think Peter was 15 at the age of the duel.
I think it was younger
He's-
than that.
and
She
Brandon's
is at most 2 years older than him and possibly the same age. Yeah.
Liza is.
Lysa was at most 2 years older than him and possibly the same age.
Mm.
I love the attempts at finding birthdays in this fandom.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's very
They're
hard.
so much fun.
I think that act knocks him under Hank Hill. I don't think Hank Hill would do that to his daughter.
Yeah, Zach, let me take your argument and run with it. You're saying that he was pretty much fine by the standards of the time, except for that one real bad thing, which means he's C trending down.
I think he's C to B. I think he's
I-
he's Eustace or lower.
Edmure and as well as God,
Can you make him straddle?
remember him very fondly.
Very fondly. No, Catelyn loves him.
Yeah,
But-
like we're at a place where most people have a neutral or negative relationship with their dad, and Catelyn's like, yeah, he was fucking incredible.
Yeah, he only
but-
destroyed the life of one of his.
Yeah,
kids.
but
he's fat and good.
Me and my
Yeah.
siblings.
But I
have
ask again,
different
would her life have been
relationships.
worse
Yeah.
had he not done that?
Yeah,
This
okay.
is an
How much
interesting
longer
discussion.
do you think the train would have stayed on the rails in Lysa Arryn's life if not for that?
Okay, and also again, grading on a curve. As much as I hate it,
She would
it's
never have
probably
gotten
something-
married.
If Hank Hill was born in
Right.
this time, being Hank Hill, he probably would do something close to that.
Yeah, if he had if Bobby was required to run a kingdom potentially one day.
He would say
He would
you
treat
can't
him
have a
differently.
bastard son.
Dang it, Bobby B.
Yeah.
Dang it, Bobby.
Uh,
That boy ain't right. All right, if you guys want him in Hank Hill, I think it's weird. I want him next to
can put him.
Eustace.
We can put him.
I
next
say
to
he should
Jack
be.
and
I think he should straddle that and the next lower level. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
okay
agree.
with him.
I
Top
can
of
do
Dad
that
from
from
Dexter
Dexter
is a
too.
fine spot.
I'm
for
okay.
him.
Yeah, yeah. Put him bottom of the or top of the tier underneath it, please. There you
There
go.
we go.
Is everyone happy?
I
That
think
works.
that's
Well,
yeah, it's like a C plus.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, okay.
Look at that little finger. That boy ain't right. Tell you what. Can we just start doing Hoster Hank Hill? Gotta drink the moon tea. All right.
All I know is when my father went to fight in the Iron Islands, he was 6'3", and when he came back, he was 5'4" and had his feet sewn to his knees.
Balon chopped my shins off.
He killed 50 men.
Oh, I need to watch King of the
We
Hill.
was swimming in the water.
Dude,
I
we
was pulling
rewatched
Charlie
this
along
last
behind me,
We
but the
rewatched
Kraken
it, like,
showed up,
last
and I
year.
had to
think-
give him Charlie.
I think it was when I was still doing stuff a lot more with Soda, but I think it was when we redid all King of the Hill because there were.
I'm definitely looking forward to the upcoming stuff.
Is there upcoming stuff?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there's a revival, or I don't know if it's a revival or
If they let him
reboot.
do 2 new seasons of Beavis and Butthead, let him do more. Hank.
They recorded the first season before the actor who played Dale passed away, so we at least have one more year.
So we get one more year, Dale.
One more year.
Amazing. All right. Here's a weird one. Howlin' Reed.
Ooh.
Heh.
That's not a flattering picture.
Like perfect.
That's the only picture you get, buddy.
Dads from Dexter tier, no information.
Do we have a
Yeah.
TBD category?
his kids. I've been reading up on Howland Reed because I have a theory brewing that Tom's going to be subject to.
Oh no.
Maybe one of y'all as a guest.
Oh no.
his kids talk him up like he's a badass, like all the time.
Now his kids talk him up.
That is like the definitive. My dad will sneak into the house and kill your dad before he knows the fight is happening.
Yeah.
Now they do talk him up while they are on this weird adventure about to die.
Yes.
I'm okay with him being above absentee.
Yeah.
As far as we know, he's an amazing
he raised his
dad.
kids until they went on their weird.
Yeah, I mean the children. If anything, the children are the absentee ones.
Yeah, but also when it comes to well-adjusted characters, Jojen and Amira are pretty spot on good people.
Yeah.
Well, Jojen's got one heck of a messiah complex, but
he's
you know,
literally
he
God
gets dreams directly from God.
He literally.
I know. It feels Charles Manson-y, though.
From God.
Hold on.
Yeah, but he's not using it to bang teenagers.
Yeah,
he's using it to save the world.
He's using it to kill
If Jojen were around today, he would definitely be David Koresh.
If he makes it back from that cave, he's starting a ranch with a bunch of teenagers.
If Jojen just did acid at the wrong time.
There's going to be a whole communion ceremony where you have to eat Jojen paste.
Yeah, Jojen did weirwood paste at the wrong time.
Is that the body of Christ? It's the.
Do you guys believe in transubstantiation for Jojen?
Question that's relevant to this conversation that I need to ask everybody here: are the parents from Pokemon absentee?
I have never seen Pokemon.
In the best way, yes.
As a teenager and
I don't know. Wait, hang on.
Teenager,
I'd like to question this.
They're 10 years old. At the beginning of your Pokemon adventure, it's your 10th birthday.
Hang on. I have a point of order. Are you an absentee if you send your kid to boarding school? Because this is the normal thing in this universe.
Yes.
I can speak to that, and
But
I'm not
if
going
it's
to
a
get
good
into
boarding
details of
school-
how the answer to that is yes. If you send your children to boarding school, you're an absentee parent.
All right.
It's not about me. It's not about me. It's about a family member.
So.
But yes,
Howland-
the answer is yes.
All
I'm
right.
okay with Howland being in
I
Hank
agree.
Hill, somewhere between Hank Hill and Timmy's dad. Either of those.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Timmy's dad.
He also has the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is where I would put my storyline if I had one. So, like
Dexter's dad, Hank Hill, or Timmy's dad?
Are we talking Timmy from Fairly Odd Parents or South Park?
yeah, fairly
Fairly
odd.
Odd.
Fairly.
Okay.
Jesus. No.
Title.
Oh, no.
Do we know anything about Timmy's dad from South Park?
I don't know.
No, I don't think we've
I'm
ever
actually
met
on my first
All
full
right.
watch through of the show, so
Hank, Dexter's dad, or Timmy's dad?
Dexter's dad.
Dexter's dad.
Yeah,
Dexter's dad was
split the
Howland
difference.
read Hank, Dexter's dad, or Timmy?
Let's put him. Let's put him between Hoster and
Dexter the serial killer or Dexter's lab?
Dexter the serial killer.
Yeah. Dexter.
Okay.
Do we know that Dexter from Dexter's Lab isn't a serial killer?
We don't actually.
All right.
I'm actually
His sister
pretty sure
probably
it's from a
is.
lot of people.
This is probably the one I'm the most excited about.
All right.
Dave says Cartman's mom is an S tier dad, and I agree.
Cartman's mom.
I mean, it's so accurate. That's it. That sentence. All right.
I mean,
this
she
is-
buys her son an iPad when he shows his ass in the store. So, you know.
This is the one I was most excited about getting to. One of the reasons I wanted to do this, King Jaehaerys the First.
Ooh.
Boy.
Deadbeat.
No, he was actively involved in his kids' lives.
Dead.
Yeah,
Sometimes
he
for
was
better and
actively
sometimes for
involved in
worse.
his. Yeah,
Deadbeat.
absolutely. He's very
Yeah, no,
involved
no,
in his
he's not
kids' lives.
absentee.
Walter
He
White.
looks like he smokes opium and
he's
writes
Walter-
bad
thank you,
poetry.
Walter White.
Walter White.
Walter White or deadbeat.
He actively sells his children for political gain.
What he does to Sarah is effed up.
Get him out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. I
effed
can't even
up.
begin to
He
hang on.
and he murders her, like, essentially boyfriend, and forces Jonquil Dark to make her watch as he kills him.
Yeah.
Come on.
That sees Walter White tier.
He's
yeah.
a really good, he's a really good king. I'm not taking away Jaehaerys. He's actually one of my favorite characters in Fire and Blood, like up there, right there with the words Baratheon. But dad, bad dad.
Yeah, but being an interesting character and being a good guy are not the same thing.
True, and being a good king. He's a really good king. Crap dad.
He's very good at the like statecraft and state building, and the reason that there's a long Targaryen lineage and not a short Targaryen lineage, and then it goes back to like instability, is because of him, to the detriment of many people trying to live normal lives in his order.
He's the Karl Rove of dads.
I don't know. I'm down for Walter White or Deadbeat. Where do you guys want him?
Walter White.
Walter White all day.
Yeah.
Bottom of
CJ
Walter
Harris.
White.
I'm really glad you guys didn't fight me on that because I was gonna die on that hill.
I finally got that moth. If anybody's wondering.
Good job, Rasta. Come on. All right. Okay, cool. Jamie Lannister.
Oh boy, quintessential deadbeat, right?
Yeah, deadbeat or absentee, but
It gotta be absentee.
Yeah, but
right?
absentee by requirement. If he
there.
wasn't absentee, his kids would be dead.
Father
He
to his
could be a
kids without
dad.
being put to death.
he literally refers to his kids as Squirts and Cersei's blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but he can't. He really cannot act like a father to them.
He could act
Otherwise,
like
he would
an
put their
uncle.
lives at risk.
He's
Right.
allowed to act
Literally
like an uncle.
justice, but it takes him a while to get there.
He doesn't.
He in the show does have that one nice moment with Marcella right
Where she
before
dies.
she goes away.
Yeah.
Marcella,
From
I
the
just
book.
saw The First Omen last night. Really fucking good
Oh.
film.
There you go.
Yeah, really good film.
I love The First Omen with Walter. Is that Walter Peck? Gregory
No.
Peck?
No,
Gregory Peck?
no. The latest movie in the Omen series.
I heard it's awful.
I liked it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not into that lore, but I liked it. I thought it was really good.
We'll
I
get
should
to that.
rewatch the Ring movies.
Mm.
Well, we should talk about Jamie Lannister. Deadbeat or absentee?
Is deadbeat above
absentee.
absentee or below?
Absentee. He's not a deadbeat.
Below.
because
Deadbeat's lower than absentee.
Okay, I'd go with absentee.
Is he?
doesn't-
Is he
I mean,
with
you know, he-
Aegon the Fourth, or is he with Harlan Strong?
He doesn't try to bang any of them. He doesn't try to sell any of them.
Jesus Christ.
We're grading on a curve here, not trying to.
No,
bang
you're right,
all
you're
your
right.
kids.
Yeah.
I think he's
These are
right.
actually very good points.
You're right. He's like right there with Harwin Strong. They're
He's
literally
right with
like the
Harwin
same
Strong.
thing. It's literally
Yeah.
the same thing, right?
Yeah,
that's
right,
what
I
I was
accept this.
thinking.
Yeah. All right. Put him right next to Harwin and Timmy's dad.
Yeah, I would say Harwin is slightly better just because he does show some interest.
And
But
you'll see
again,
him
that interest, people notice how much they look like each other when he does that. So it puts his children in danger. So I don't know.
Right there's good then?
If only he had been smart enough to
Yeah.
have been Rhaenyra's sister, or had Rhaenyra be his sister, then the looks wouldn't throw everyone off. Jamie's
It's like
just
bleach the
smarter
children's
Harwin.
hair or something.
Yeah, I don't know if they have. They have to have hair dye because other people
Yeah,
dye their hair colors.
Tyrosh.
Yeah. So,
Tyrosh is like the city of hair dye.
yeah.
It's like a whole city of punks.
Harwin
Tyrosh
Strong
is
should
all
be
in the
sailing
hip-hop.
back and forth to Tyrosh constantly to get more hair dye for his kids, but he's not. So,
Or
Okay.
you know what? He should just commit to the completely shaved bald lifestyle. His entire body, just like a dolphin.
Like Ed, like Egg.
I got to write
Egg-
that down to think
Egg
about later.
Strong.
Like a dolphin egg.
Okay, here's we got another good one finally. Gior Mormont.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Good dad,
Mhm.
and stale son.
Yeah, good dad, bad son.
Just the one son. Is that his only child?
No. Yes.
Oh
yep.
shit! I forgot about all the other Mormonts. Are they
They're all
his
his
children or
sisters.
That's sisters.
sisters?
Maeve is his sister, and then Daisy and Alysanne are his nieces. So his only
Okay.
son is Jorah.
So only the one son. All right.
His son fucked up his own life.
Yeah, but do we get
When
do we
his
get a
son-
lot of the idea of how they interacted? We see how
When
he is
his
with
son
John.
came of age, he's like, "This is your island now. Here's your sword. I'm gonna go and die on the wall. Be a good ruler."
Oh my god! Wait, I have a good bit for this. Do you guys remember his last words?
No.
His last words were, "Find my son, tell him to take the black, and tell
Yeah.
him I'm sorry."
Oh my god!
Yeah.
S tier,
Oh.
Yeah.
I think he's an S.
right up there next to Davos.
Hold on.
dude.
If you have something to apologize to your son for on your deathbed,
I think it's that he didn't get a chance to actually say like goodbye to him properly.
Yeah,
But that's
I don't think
because
it was
his
an
son
apology.
tried to commit slavery.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I took the black because I didn't know
He
you were going to
tried
F everything
successfully
up.
committed slavery.
Yeah, no, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Hey, your son had to run. What did he do? He was selling slaves. What?
So that's what I want to know is what do we know about their relationship before that? Did he have a really strong hand in raising his son? Did he have good reason to believe that this was going to be he was a good steward of what he was leaving him, or was he just like, I'm done with this?
Well, we do know what corrupted Jorah to do that wasn't his dad; it was his trying to keep his wife happy.
Sure,
It was the Hightower conspiracy.
But was it apparent that he was that sort of guy?
I think he was. It's an apparent that. Well, he's like even a good dad to Jon Snow. Like we know he's a good dad to.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is if we can just, transfer how he is with Jon and say that's how he was with Jorah, then I think we're good. But we just don't really know.
I think we can. I think him saying this is your island now, do good. Here's Longclaw. I'm gonna get on.
And the fact that his son had the character to leave the sword behind too, I think.
Yeah, dude.
Bout speaks well.
The
So
sword,
okay.
Leaving the sword behind was a sign of shame. Like he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't earn it.
To be fair, true.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Facts.
But yeah, so I have no problem putting him fairly high.
All right. Well, we got him an S right now.
All right.
I kind of like this. It's kind of a fun. Yeah.
He's
a good dad.
This is a kind of a fun thing we decided to do. Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah. He's a good dad.
Yeah.
I got both the interesting. I got a heck of a lineup. I can't complain at all about this. I'm like a day off. I'm just hanging out. I filmed all day today. I went to a wedding for an hour, just enough to say hi to the groom and eat their food. And then
That's good interact with the wedding.
I'm hanging out with like my favorite people of the entire community. So like I got and Soda, one of my best friends who I never get to hang out with anymore. So no, I'm having fun.
We got some great.
I have a really good Gary Plausch meme scheduled to post first thing in the morning.
I'm here with all these really cool guys in Rust. So.
I made sure to pick out my single dumbest T-shirt so that I could embarrass myself on your stream.
You want to know that what is your shirt? Here, let's make you big.
Is that the Critic?
Oh, it is a Critic shirt. Thanks.
I custom made this. I designed it myself.
That's awesome. I don't know if this is you beat, but I'm wearing a banging 7-gram rock shirt, Charlie.
Oh my god. I should have just kept wearing my Charlie Sheen winning shirt that I was wearing this morning.
Come on!
Hey, Taco, did I ever tell you about the time I went and played laser tag in a white T-shirt?
It makes you gleam.
My one friend, when we were leaving, was like, "Oh, I'm going looking around the corner, and then all I see is this fucking glowing dumbass right back and forth."
Michael, we could have been Sheen brothers, and I don't think that's a good thing. I think
I really regret it because I wore it out earlier today. I was like stopping at the gas station with my Charlie Sheen winning shirt on. I'm like, this was a meme from a long time ago.
I didn't wear this out. I put it on for the show. I went out in public and I did not wear my 7-gram rocks shirt.
I dress nicer for this show than I do going out in public, apparently.
Oh man.
What a beautiful winning.
I love Michael. All right, John Aaron. So
that is by far the most normal sounding name so far.
John Aaron could be a person you met at the gas station while you're wearing your Charlie Sheen winning shirt.
Yeah.
It's like when you're reading Dune and you get to the name Paul and Jessica. You're like, oh, okay.
What about homeless Harry Strickland? That's the character in the Song about Harry Strickland. That's the least a Song of Ice and Fire name in the whole Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah. I mean, Jon Snow is also just a
What's
real
the
name.
origin of the name? I got to look up the origin of the name Strickland now.
The land of Strict. So John Aaron absentee or what?
So
he let his abusive wife.
He just couldn't have a kid until late enough in his life that he
He was busy running a kingdom.
Okay,
but
it wasn't also just late enough in his life that he's died. His wife did murder him.
Yeah, that's true too. And also he didn't stop her from breastfeeding the kid when
she definitely emotionally abused her son the entire time John was alive.
Yeah.
And he kind of just said, okay. Oh man, Zach left. No, not
from
Zach.
A distance.
Tom left. When did Tom leave?
Just now.
I just noticed.
From a distance, it probably just looked like she was like overly mothering him.
Which isn't a good thing.
And we don't know if it took a turn after he was dead or not. Like maybe she was more mild about it, and then once he was dead, like gloves are off, sort of thing.
Yeah,
true. Bobby B
because he was trying to send him away for fostering.
Yeah, Bobby B.
So he
seemed
probably
to
saw the
recognize,
problem,
at least, and I think that means John Aaron probably also talked with him about it at times. Like,
if Robert saw it, then John had to see it.
Also probably not his kid.
yeah.
Peter, it might be Peter's
kid,
which he ironically is slowly poisoning and killing his own child.
You think it's a failed abortion?
Oh,
is that what we're saying?
Interesting. Well.
No,
if you're saying it's not John's
separate theories,
those are two separate theories. I'm saying
so if it's not John's kid.
No, it's
Littlefinger's.
It's Peter Baelish is having an affair, and it's his kid.
Who then also
so he gets her pregnant again.
Yes.
Hello, I'm back.
Okay.
Were you here or here? Oh my God, I screwed it all up. I think you were here.
I'm so sorry.
Here. There you go. Is this it?
There we go.
One more. He's above Rusty.
My cabbages distracted me thoroughly.
Yeah, I was distracted by cabbage.
And my computer died.
Damn it, man, I'm trying to save an innocent life.
Oh.
Giving all I got, Captain. I love you. I always have.
I'm giving her all I got, Captain.
No one's going to get that reference. It's because it's basketball.
I'm picturing it right now, but I can't.
It's basketball doing three references unconnected to each other because
I knew it was those guys. I just couldn't remember what fucking movie it was.
So they're defibrillating a kid who is not dying, and he's like, "What do you think I'm doing?" And Matt Stone goes, "An execution." And Trey Parker goes, "Damn it, man! I'm trying to save an innocent life." And he goes like Scottish at the end, and then they both go like, "Huh?" And then he goes, "I'll give it all I got, Captain." And he's like, "I love you. I always have." He's just two Scottish quotes.
Braveheart reference. Nice.
Yeah. Well, first it's a Star Trek into a Braveheart.
Yeah.
Because it's the only Scottish stuff.
Fuck, I haven't watched that movie in forever.
Yeah, basketball's really good. So John Aaron absentee?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, right there. Let's put him
absentee but trying.
Put him up there near Doran Martell, in between Doran and Harwin. How's that?
Yeah.
Because he's like slightly trying.
It would have been better for his kid had he lived, which is saying something in this universe.
Yeah. Oh man. Whew. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Mace Tyrell.
Yeah.
Good dad.
I mean,
Big brain
he's solid.
Mace.
He
Good dad,
gives
right?
Hill vibes, right? Like,
I think he's definitely Hank Hill.
Yeah.
Like, we
Yeah,
don't
solid.
have any sign of any of his children being horribly dysfunctional because of his actions. So,
He's more like Dale Gribble.
Moreover, he knows one of his kids is gay.
Whoa!
and
Get
not
Mace out of
exactly
there.
Incredibly.
Stop Mace.
Whoa.
He knows one of his, or at least it's heavily implied that he knows one of his kids is gay.
yeah.
In a very
doesn't
anti-queer environment, and he has never once shamed him or tried to stop him.
Yeah, he then became tried to be the hand of the king for his son's lover. That's support if I've ever seen it.
Yeah,
Literally supporting him as a king.
Honestly,
Wait. When is it heavily implied that he knows?
I'm pretty sure everybody knows.
Right, but I thought the
that-
implication was that the male line of that house was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
So, there's a difference between stupid and not knowing your own son is gay.
Yeah. And also I
mean, his own mother really thinks that he's like dumb and out of touch.
Yes.
So what is it specifically implied that he knows, or is it just because everybody knows?
There is a theory that I actually am partial to.
Oh no.
That he is. I don't go so far to say that he's a genius.
Are we
but I
doing Big
think
Brain
that-
Mace?
I do think
Yeah.
Big Brain Mace is slightly accurate, and I think that Olenna playing Mace down as an idiot is a smart move politically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Mace is a very good manager, and he knows who to trust because he makes good political
Middle
moves.
management.
Really
Knows-
good
right.
political moves.
I can entrust these 5 people who are good at these particular things and know that when they say this is what we need to do it. And that is good leadership. He does not need to be particularly smart himself to be a good leader. And so I don't
he
think
was in
he's like
charge of the
dumb.
Reach.
I
He's in
think
charge
he's
of the
like
Reach during 2 wars and pretty much barely gets affected by both of them.
Yeah, he's
Like,
managed to
he's
hold on to that
really-
position.
Kind of good at what he does.
yeah.
He's just oldfish. Yeah, I think Big Brain Mace is a good theory, but I'm down with Hank Hill. I think he belongs right there with Aegon.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Hank Hill too. Hank Hill too.
Yeah.
He's doing his best to.
Yeah, because he didn't like disown his disabled son either.
That's
Yeah.
extremely true.
No,
Yeah.
he gave him the kingdom.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
compare him to Tywin. Top tier.
Oh yeah.
I
Well, we will
honestly
compare
wouldn't
them
be
to Tywin.
offended if he was an S.
All right, Mance Raider.
Well, he's very good to John. who's the son.
Did Tom or Zach wanted him in here, right?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Zach is
Tom
like,
just released a video today.
yeah.
About
Very
wanna-
fitting.
yeah,
Do we
Zach's
wanna
like,
list
no
them?
Mance, no buy. I'm like, oh god, okay.
Do we want to list them? Do we want to list the
He's
children?
got,
of
he's
Mance
got
Raider?
4 living
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
4 kids?
No, except for John.
John's not dead. He has
Danny
Israel who's
Vale.
alive. He has Aegon who's alive. He has John who's alive, and then he has Aemon Steel Song who's alive.
Yeah, we
So all
got it.
4
We
of
got
his
it.
kids are
Wait,
alive.
no
We gotta
Val?
reference-
No
we
Val
gotta
the Warrior
reference
Princess?
Sorella Targaryen.
Yeah, they're working with him being Rhaegar, and Rhaegar's kids obviously are all alive, and then Mance has another kid, obviously, so it makes sense. You know?
Was it who was it in the fandom that proposes that John and that it was Danny and Val the Warrior Princess who were at the Tower of Joy? And then somebody pulls Danny out, gets rid of her, and sneaks her in as a dragon seed, and then they kick like Mance, who pretends to be, or Rhaegar pretends to be Mance, or whoever takes Val up north. That somebody says that on the fandom.
Is that the Order of the Green Hand?
That's Order of the Green Hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some good stuff.
They have the man. I think they kind of popularized the Mance and Kingsguard going north of the wall thing, which
they did.
is great because I love that theory. It's one of those and watching your guys' video again today reinforced I love this theory even though I don't quite believe it.
It's one of the ones that
It's stupid.
it's one of the theories that
but it's so
actually
fun.
angers me the most. There's a few theories that get me mad. That's one of them. And the other one is tied to that, which is N plus A equals J. And I'm sorry, but those are both Order of the Green Hand ones. But N plus A equals J actually bothers me. I get mad if somebody's like, "No, I really do believe that." I'm like,
I just don't know how you make that
you.
work. I don't know how you make it work. The timeline is so
The
hard.
timeline's bad, and there's no reason to lie in that instance. Although I think Green Hand, Duke says Green Hand says John and Val are Tower of Joy twins. It's Preston who believes that the Tower of Joy child is Danny.
Okay.
Thank you, Duke.
And
I know
also, if we had Order of the Green Hand and Preston here, it would be the greatest blunt rotation of Song of Ice and Fire that has ever existed.
It would be the
They've
highest
RIG.
I've ever
We need
been
RIG.
without drugs.
That blunt rotation would last 2 rotations before somebody started a fist fight.
Who do you think would bogart it the most out of this? Who's the... Anyways, what I was saying, just pass it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Everyone knows that guy.
I don't mean to be rude. That's me.
Yeah. It's you. All right. I feel not to talk crap about Russ. I really like Russ, but it's really fun to make fun of him. I feel like Russ is a dude who's gonna say he didn't know he was supposed to pass it. I thought you guys just gave me this.
Now, I'd be the guy who's like, I brought it, so I'm gonna fucking pass it when I feel like it.
Yeah.
This isn't passing. This is I'm gonna hand this to the people I like.
I just forget. I get distracted by the sound of my voice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
Literally, though, I'm the guy who comes to the party with enough for everybody.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, we should actually make this party happen. That sounds like a good party.
Yeah, dude, I would party with you guys.
Interesting.
We're all fat nerds.
We'll show up to the Winds of Winter release party.
My wife,
Which according to Michael is happening next month.
If I was like, honey, I'm going to this party by myself. We're gonna do drugs. Who is it with? big, fat, ugly nerds. All right, cool. Have a good one. There's nothing to worry about. I ain't taking anybody home except for Rust.
Excuse me. This is the most attractive fandom on the internet.
Okay, we're pretty attractive.
I recently got Skullet of the Year from people.
Yeah, dude. I mean, seriously, I got Frank Zappa sitting down here.
Yeah.
You're gonna call us ugly?
I'm over. I shaved today, and I'm cooking and theorizing at the same
Me
time.
too.
I don't know.
I shaved my throat today because I was shooting a video.
My neck beard today. Soda, you seen the first season of?
And when I say shaved, I mean I use clippers.
No, I've never seen True Detective.
Oh my god! Because I've been
it's a good
trying to
show.
push Michael Talks About Stuff as Rust from True Detective season 1, and no one's
100%.
getting it. Yeah,
No,
thank
I'm
you.
with
He
you.
looks. It's because he looks more like Frank Zappa.
Yeah, but he's also got the Matthew McConaughey in season 1 thing going on.
And there's
Yeah,
so
no, I agree.
There's
No,
so much Game of Thrones in True Detective.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
It's incredible.
No. Here's one for you.
Oh,
Jason Lee in My Name is Earl, but with hair.
oh kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, here, I got one for you. A bassist at every bar band. Every cover band's bassist, and he's 10 years older than everybody else. All right, Mance Raider as a dad. If we take out all the theories, we only know of him being a kid of one, or parent of one, and he is literally trying to go save fake Arya to get his kid.
Yeah.
And also, he did unite the entire Wildling Kingdom and then get them south so that his child may have a better life than he would have otherwise had.
Yeah, and he apparently did that before having a child too. So
Yeah. He
Point
set himself up well and then had a child at a time when that child could, in theory, maybe have a good life. I don't know.
yeah,
So
a better life.
He's a lot more thoughtful about becoming a father than so many other people on this
Yes,
list.
Yeah.
extremely true.
So Hank Hill?
Yeah.
I might argue for top of Hank Hill because he becomes like a sort of a surrogate father to Jon for a little while.
Yeah, and he's a good dad. then,
many
too.
dads.
Super chill about it. Very good. He doesn't even execute him when he's an obvious traitor.
We should do a
Yeah.
tier list for just John's dad figures.
Jon's dad.
John's dad. Yeah, that'd be a fun one.
Ned, Rhaegar, even though he's not a dad figure, he's just a dad. Jorah, Mance,
Tormund.
Tormund.
A separate one for Mance / Rhaegar if you believe that they're combined.
And then a separate
Honestly-
one for just Rattleshirt. Just to be funny. And
He
then
has
maybe
like 100% good dad figures. too.
Alistair
Like, every,
Thornton.
every single father figure John has is like a
Is
certified cool
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah, they're all batting above.
They're all
the
going to
stage.
be up there. They're all going to be in the top 2.
Except for Rhaegar, if he's not Mance, then he's.
Is
bad.
Janice Slint on the list?
No, Janos Slint is not on this list.
Okay.
He couldn't. We tried, but he couldn't fit. Sorry. Fat joke. Sorry. I'm allowed to make those jokes. All right. 'Cause I'm
Oh, yeah, he
joking.
does have kids. I forgot about that.
There should be some joke about
so
his
Hank Hill?
execution. He tried to make it, but he was hung up.
But he got decapitated. He lost his head.
Yeah, he's gonna lose his head when he finds out that he's not on this list.
Oh, is he the one that got? Is he? Yeah, he's the one that got his head cut off. Damn it! I was
Yeah,
trying to think of a
it's a
joke
book
for that
first
first, and then I
joke.
was like, no, he hung them.
I tried to make a rolling
Hangs
joke,
them,
but then
excuse
I just got Limp Bizkit stuck in my head instead.
Yeah.
His head kept rolling.
Apparently,
Something about head over heels.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Apparently,
So-
I was just gonna say quickly. Someone said that, or I think George said at one point he was originally gonna have Janos Slint and them hung, and then someone pointed out to him like, "Oh, it would make sense being Ned's son that John would chop his head off," and then George is like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, good idea."
The,
Then
the,
you
quote,
did
the
that.
quote is actually exactly, I will not hang him, bring him here. Bowen says, 07, save us. And then John said, Ed, fetch me a block.
Yeah.
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 There you go.
By the way,
What a line.
yes, you're an hour and a half late, but we're good. We still got like half the list left.
Yeah.
We're good. I didn't want to do a 3-hour stream, but I think we're gonna do a 3-hour stream.
We need to go on a cabbage adventure. I'll be right
So,
back.
Mance next to Mace. My cabbages. Should I put on my cabbage merchant avatar shirt without telling?
Yes.
Without telling Tom and just seeing if he noticed when it comes back.
Yes.
Are you sure he's not
Yes.
wearing his headset?
Where we go? Where we
No,
go?
yes, Tom put it down.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, do it.
Putting Mance next to Mace And then we are talking Oberyn Martell.
S tier.
Fuck.
Let's his daughter go get a higher education.
Right next to
when
me.
that's
So
literally
Hank Hill.
forbidden.
Hank Hill. There you go. All right, I'll be right back. Oberyn.
Yeah, Oberyn is automatic S tier.
Yeah.
S tier.
Yeah.
I mean, he might.
He lets all of his daughters pursue their own very different lives, but we also don't see him there. But we do know from what they said that he was involved in their lives. It's not like he's a deadbeat. He's involved, but he's like an adventure dad where he's always going off and doing crazy shit, but then he's back and then like he has a fun time then, and then he goes and does crazy shit. And he's
not like forcing them to do it either, to like live vicariously through them. He gives them the option. Do you want to be? Do you want this spear? Or do you want to stay with your mother?
Yeah, and he lets all of them essentially live the lives they want to live because they all have very different skill sets.
Yep.
Sorella is currently disguised as a man to study to be a maester, which was presumably done with his encouragement.
Yeah.
He the one thing it depends on if you think he's just gone like 9 for 9. Is it with daughters or if he has sons somewhere that he's just like not interested in?
Or sacrifice to for magical purposes, like
that
suggested. Yeah.
All right, cool. I got back before Tom. Where are we leaning?
We're debating. Yeah, we're debating if he had any sons that he's ignoring or sacrificed for magical purposes, or if he's just like actually only has the daughters. In which case, he'd be great.
Him putting a spear in Obara's hand alone puts him in S to me.
Yeah,
S or A. Like just that act is pretty freaking.
Do you think he would be? Do you guys think he would be like this with his daughters if he had sons?
Yeah,
probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, there's a whole thing about how Dorne doesn't really hate on bastards.
Yeah,
like, it's not a statement. Yeah. Hey, Tom, I did something for you. You ready?
Yes. Yeah.
You ready, Tom?
Oh no.
I put on my Bossing Say cabbage merchant shirt.
Yeah. Let's go.
I love how he's like, I want to see how long it'll take him to notice. And as soon
yeah. I realize that you can't see.
Yeah. Your shirt did notably change color.
Yeah.
I have trouble with colors.
But Tom might be high on cabbage right now. The devil's cabbage.
The devil's cabbage. Oh, we all went to the same joke.
What's up, Tom? Let's hang out later.
I will show you guys the fruits of my labor, the vegetables of my labor.
I was just gonna say those are vegetables. We have the same joke again.
In a few minutes, I'm almost done. I've moved on to the vegetable cabbage, the vegetarian.
Who just hangs out the day before Father's Day rolling cabbage rolls?
Rolling cabbage rolls and talking about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, dude, you're killing it. You're on
fire. I want cabbage rolls.
I have made like 70, and they will be gone by end of day tomorrow.
Damn.
They're not going to make it past like 5 o'clock.
Okay, where were we?
Are you stocked up on air freshener?
So Oberyn, S or A?
S. I feel
S.
like. Is that
S.
S.
He seems pretty S tier.
Based on what we know about him, yes.
Yeah.
Anything else would be conjecture.
Oh my God, you guys ready? Randall freaking Tarly.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So Walter White or
Walter White?
He's not a monster.
All right, Walter White. Walter
Actively
White.
Detrimental.
This is Sam's dad, right? White, right?
Yeah, Samuel Tarly's dad.
Yeah.
Nah, he's worse than Walter White.
Yeah, he took his kid out and said, "Hey, I'm sending you to a prison colony. If you say no, you're gonna have a hunting accident right now."
Yeah.
But
he doesn't. But remember, grading on a curve, he doesn't. He doesn't.
He doesn't kill him.
and he only hit the fat one. So
yeah,
right. Like he was a good father to 50% of his sons.
Yeah.
Who else is in? Is he worse than Jaehaerys?
No.
I think my answer is no.
I think he's about on par with Jaehaerys.
Yeah,
I think so too. He's down. Yeah,
maybe he's slightly worse because I don't think Jaehaerys. Yeah, but Jaehaerys does that to his daughters, not to his sons. To his daughters, he's like, "You do this, or you're gonna have an hunting accident." And a lot of his daughters did die from accidents. Just saying.
Yeah.
And speaking as a son, obviously you want, that's fine. You just treat your sons good. Who cares about your daughters, right? we can all agree here. We're all sons. Sons here.
Yeah, I'm going with Duke here.
But
yeah. Jaehaerys was less messed up to more kids.
Yeah. Fair enough. He met the bar of messing up his children.
How many daughters does Randall have?
One.
Just one? All right.
One or
so
none.
that's 2 out of 3 then that he's not, threatened with murder.
But he really messed up, or he tried to mess up Sam.
If Sam had been his second son, I think you would have just left him alone.
I think you would have sent him to the Maesters.
Yeah.
No, he's got that whole thing about his family
don't
wearing
serve.
a chain.
Yeah, we don't serve. Yeah.
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 Have we actively considered that Sam deserved it and just sucked as a kid, and we didn't know that because we've only heard his side of the story?
Yeah,
he
you
does
consider
kind of
that Sam had it coming.
Yeah.
No.
What did we already talk about victim blaming on the show?
Yeah, what if Randall
you're
Tarly is the victim of having a terrible son?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't like it when my daughter is unruly and doesn't listen to me or live up to very low expectations. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but what's going to happen? But what's going to happen to your family? Your family's name and the generations to come after you if you allow that to happen? Pretty much nothing. Nothing bad's going to happen.
Soda, if I send my daughter to the wall,
if Charlie allows his son Sam to carry on the family name, something bad's going to happen to that family.
Is Canada
bro.
the wall? Should I just send her to you if she's?
Canada's the wall. I've lived in the north all my life.
Canada's the north. The border is the wall.
Oh wait, we're already at the wall. I'm North Dakota.
Taco, I don't know if you've seen How I Met Your Mother. We drop kids off in the middle of the forest and leave them to fend themselves against bears and stuff for like a week. So
yeah, but then they become pop singers.
Man,
Favorite
documentary bears and stuff is just really funny to me.
So right next to Jaehaerys or in between Jaehaerys and Balon. Sorry, Balon.
In between, right? I think.
I'm gonna say right above.
I think between. Yeah. All right. We got the quintessential absentee because he died. Rhaegar.
He's making up for it with Jon right now.
Put him inside the man's picture if you can on the tier list. He's him and the man's picture overlap, so it's
we have a
half
duplicate.
transparent.
You put the same person twice.
No, come on, guys, stop with this. Stop with the.
I never realized what you guys are talking about when you start, and then I realized, and I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
It sucks. It's a.
I'm not sure why you invited us on. Is the problem?
Why bring in the theory nonsense channel if not for theory nonsense?
And
Let's
it's funny
see.
because I am the skeptic. I think out of the crew. Like, I'm the guy who's like, I don't like talking about theories because I don't really care about them. Like, I'm going to bring them up, but I'm not going to pitch anything.
I'm just having fun. Crester Targaryen, baby.
All we do is mine out new theories.
Yeah, no. But you guys look at them, but you don't. I don't think you buy into the crazy ones. You just
Not
talk
most of
about
them, no.
I can tell you how close I was to convincing myself Joffrey did die of rabies, and I want you to know there was a moment where Tom believed it too. It was only 5 seconds.
It's more compelling than it should be.
Okay, that's messed up.
Did Rhaegar have any children with his first wife?
Yeah, 2.
Yes.
Aegon and Riella.
Real. Yes.
Okay. And what happened to them?
They got bashed into a wall.
Yes,
Okay, I thought that's what I thought that was.
Or one of them is
I
fake,
printed it on a
or one of
goddamn
them is
poster.
New Aegon. Oh wait,
What is going on?
Vicious
Printed on a
Idiot King.
goddamn poster.
Yeah, we have merch of the rabies. Please.
Get out of
Oh,
here. Yeah.
Who's eating their mic? Somebody say.
Yeah,
Sorry.
something's going on with the microphone.
Oh, it's Tom.
Sorry. There we
Ugh,
go.
Tom.
Oh my
Cabbaged.
My
Yeah, it's all cabbaged up. Where were we? Oh yeah. So one of his kids might be fake Aegon, or he's fake Aegon. So you know Aegon Aegon coming over, Rust. That is possibly Rhaegar's kid if you follow the propaganda.
He at least is claiming that it's his kid.
I've read the books, man.
Oh well, good for you. Here, won't play. Oh, it won't play. There, that had this for you.
It played.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone have a pitch about Rhaegar?
His entire child, his goal for his children is to save the world, and I don't know if that makes him a good or a bad dad.
I think that's a bad dad. That's some culty stuff.
Yeah, it's some god complex.
If you're right. It's not a cult if you're right, is it?
He found is he the one that found something in a book and decided that he was the prince who was promised or something?
Yes.
If you're right, it's not a cult, it's a policy position.
Yeah, well, he obiously wasn't right, so.
Yeah, but I already say you he did. I already say you he did. If you don't get that reference, you're
is the crown prince here?
The colonel.
I would like to talk to the crown prince.
I already say you he did. Rhaegar's just hiding in Kentucky,
making fried chicken, fried pigeon, and selling it as chicken.
Dude, we are killing Zach. We got Zach on that one. That's good.
I like the idea that they could just run to any part of America and Rhaegar's picking up different accents as he goes to different parts.
Wasn't it in Anchorman 2 where he was selling fried chicken, but it was actually bats?
Yeah,
that wasn't the first one.
It's called Chicken of the Cave.
Oh yeah. It's where the fucking
Rhaegar's stressing me out so much. I'm drinking my beer from my can and not even putting it in my.
Rhaegar ends up in Salt Lake City and he's just this really charming Mormon fellow.
Zach,
multiple wives.
I'm sorry to break this to you, but Targaryens are from Alabama. I'm sorry to go with a awful stereotype, but.
I was just going to make the joke a minute earlier, though, that, all these savior figures from Westeros ending up in America sounds a little bit like A Song of Ice and Fire Mormonism to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was going to, they're all from the South.
Yeah, no.
Song of Ice and Fire is very Southern to me. I don't know why. All right.
I know why.
Yeah. So, Rhaegar...
Did you see my video about the death of Joseph Smith? That was crazy.
No, I'll check it out. What was your news? Your banana one was great.
Oh yeah, that was good shit, man. It was
topical because it literally I saw it on bigger news stuff right after because they just got in the news the next day or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, Russ nailed that.
Dude, I turned that video around within 52 minutes of reading the headline.
Oh, that's great. You got it. You got it out before Philip DeFranco did because that's how I learned about it.
Nice.
Excellent.
That's where I get my news. I'm that guy.
Lady.
I'm that guy. I'm that Philly D guy.
He can be a little Zionist, but he's all right.
I've never watched a Philly D thing. I've only ever heard people make fun of him.
I love Philly D.
My entire cultural exposure to Philly D is people doing.
He's grown up a lot. He's not the jump cut guy that he used to be.
He was, yeah.
He no longer calls himself SXE Phil. So.
Yeah. I don't, and I've only got I came into watching Philly D just probably 5-ish or more years ago, but it I think I came in at the right time when he was already.
He was the first person I ever subscribed to on YouTube. And then
he's one of the oldest YouTubers.
After 5 years, I kind of got sick of him, and then I came back later and saw that he'd really grown up. So
yeah, he has. All right, so can we please get past? Can the fandom please get past Rhaegar? I'm so over him.
Beats here, not enough information.
He's literally. Yeah. You want to know about Rhaegar? He qualifies to be covered in my show. That's how much little is about him that I can.
We don't have any interactions between him and his children. So
correct.
So absentee. No, not dad.
Oh wait, he's Mance Raider though, right?
Timmy's dad. Right.
Yeah, Timmy's dad. Yeah, put him down. Put him down, please, Soda. Thank you. I'm glad a bunch of nerds just get to yell at Soda and tell him what to do.
Isn't he more like Spider-Man's dad?
Dad?
Oh, he's Uncle Ben. He's
Uncle Ben. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Uncle
No,
Ben's Uncle
that's
Ben.
true.
Spider-Man.
He is Spider-Man's dad.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
does
With
whatever.
great power comes great responsibility, and then he gets his
Okay.
chest caved in
Yeah,
with a
can
warhammer.
I petition for an Uncle Ben tier, please?
This one was asked for by, it was either Zach or somebody on my YouTube, but Rickard Karstark. He would not have.
Ooh, I didn't recommend
Okay,
him.
then somebody on my YouTube asked for him. I would have not have had him on here, but he is interesting because he goes, "Hey, protect the king," and then they die protecting the king, and then he's like, "You murdered my son."
Excuse me, what the fuck? Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, but Rickard Karstark, piece of garbage. I hate him. Not as a dad. I'm not saying this for dad, but character.
He's a
hate
shitty
Rickard Karstark.
person, but he does appear to care about his kids.
Yeah.
So-
But he fucked it up because he like completely dishonored the honor that his sons should have had dying in combat for their
point,
king.
That's true.
Yeah.
By making it a political pissing match, yes.
So the way.
Well, I mean, it wasn't even a political thing. He was just like, they were murdered. And it's like, no, dude, they died bravely in combat
they died
defending
in
their
combat.
king. Fuck you, man.
Yeah,
They
literally
knew what they
doing
were
the
signing up
job
for.
he
Apparently, you didn't.
Yeah.
He pushes
Right.
for them to be part of the king's
Yeah.
honor guard, and then
What
they
do you think they
die.
had those swords for?
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
the way that that's all phrased reminds me of like, it wasn't Teddy Roosevelt who like they have his journals and he just like super loves war and like pushes his kids to be like super into war. And then they go and fucking one of them dies in a war and it just breaks his mind. He's like, I didn't know that could happen. Like,
Yeah.
I thought we were like
Wait.
chosen or something.
Wait,
Teddy
but
got into a fist fight with a bear. He literally didn't know about death for like a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't know that war could get you while you're rich. I
Can
thought
we-
that
yeah.
Can we
What
say
the
my
hell?
favorite fact
they
about
were,
Teddy
they're
Roosevelt?
Roosevelts.
Somebody
Yeah.
stole his boat and then he built a boat and then chased them and got his boat back. And a
I
boat he
wonder-
builds on the fly.
Oh,
I wonder
that's
if
good.
Karstark thought that Rob was not going to like lead from the front.
Oh,
And one
yeah,
of the
maybe.
reasons he's so pissed off is because he didn't realize that he
That it
was
was a
sending his
dangerous
sons to their
position.
death.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
he's like, oh, he'll guard the king. That's a safe place.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
actually an interesting take.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting.
Would you guys
Good
like to?
job.
I have finished my cabbage stuff. Would you guys like to see the end of the cabbage
Yeah.
line?
I had to
Yes.
turn the fan towards.
Of course we
That's what
would.
they look like.
Oh.
Make it big. Taco, make it big.
Make
Oh
it big.
wait! Oh, sorry. What? No, I wasn't ready.
Cabbages.
Oh no! Richard,
Rico!
get off! Look at
Nice.
that!
Oh,
And
that's
I
amazing.
have about. I think I have 120 of these or so.
Oh my god! I want one really bad.
Oh, they're so.
They kind of
good,
look
dude.
like those
I'm
Greek
kinda mad
grape
right
leaf
now.
wraps.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what they are. These are the Lebanese variant of dolmades. We make
Whoa!
stuffed
Sorry.
cabbage
I
rolls.
cut him off.
And
No,
Okay.
that was you.
kusa, which is stuffed yellow squash, which is delicious. I need to put these on the stove. I shall return momentarily.
I removed you from the stream when I thought I was trying to make him small. That was my fault. I screwed that up. All right, how are we? Are we this? Is this right? Soda, you're the smart one. Is this right?
Is what right?
Tom's in between. these
Are you
guys.
just
No,
are you
it's-
building a tier list of A Song of Ice and Fire YouTubers on the side of the screen there?
No, I would be at the bottom and you'd be at the top.
No.
I don't even make a Song of Ice and Fire content.
Yeah, Russ wouldn't be here, and neither would Soda. And I'm sorry to the interesting nerds, but I like Michael just a little more.
His videos are more digestible than ours.
Well, I do like your guys' stuff, but I have to like. Okay, here we go. like an hour and a half. You guys aren't gonna get to, and I'm such a like get to the point guy.
Yeah.
In because I know what the thing is because I read it on the thumbnail. So it's just like I know it's. I'm not trying to pick apart your stuff, but it's like I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna. I think this is funny and worth it. But it's like I know
No, it
it's
is.
Mance's Rhaegar, but it's
This,
like all right.
this recent one was very blatant, where I'm
Okay.
guessing for quite a while. And
I
you
haven't
know
watched
exactly
it yet,
what
but this
it
is my example for you guys. It's like I know it's Mance's Rhaegar, and you're like, first clue, Westeros. I'm like, I'm gonna get to it already.
The first clue is Tom saying, "Hear
Yeah.
me out."
Yeah, the
Hear me
first
out.
clue is as vague as you describe in this
Yeah, dude, it's
example.
always like this guy had a sword.
We are guilty as charged.
Come on. And I'm like, can we just discuss the theory? And you're like, oh, we figured it out. Bye. I'm like,
You have to be willing to play the guessing game with them if you don't know it, or just listen
I
to
feel
it
like
as
I shouldn't
background
read the
noise.
thumbnail. And Zach, I hope you know I love and respect you and Tom. I'm not trying to take.
Oh yeah, no. Well, the two biggest perpetrators of making fun of our show are me and Tom. So,
I
think it's just a matter of expectation. Like when I see the thumbnail, I click thinking that we're going to talk about the theory, and then when I realize it's the whole video is getting to realizing what the theory is, then it just doesn't meet my expectations. I'm like, oh. And I've got this thing where when things don't meet my expectation, I have a trouble.
that's why I say you got to clickbait it every time. We got to make it real clickbaited.
We call that autism, and we all
Yeah.
got a touch of it.
Yeah.
Buddy. We got this thing where if it's not the thing I like, it's hard for me to like it. Yeah, no, me too. Trust me. What's this got to do with fighting games? Nothing. I'm out. Can we talk about Tekken? Seriously, guys, can we talk about Tekken?
Sure.
All right.
Where's
Roderick-
Tekken on the dad's tier list?
all the Mishimas are F tier, trust me. Okay, Roderick Karstark, I got rid of him. I thought we already placed him. So deadbeat? No. Not absentee.
Is he?
Because he thought he was doing something good and then he screwed it up.
Is he Timmy's dad or dad from Dexter? Right.
I don't think he's dad from Dexter, but I also don't think he's absentee. I think he's dad from.
Were we on again?
Rickard Karstark.
Oh, we're still on Karstark. Okay.
Dad from Dexter or worse. I don't know if he's deadbeat.
I haven't seen enough of Dexter is the problem.
Yeah, I don't know that one necessarily.
Like,
I just know he's
intentions,
between
but not-
Hank Hill.
Back when I had hair, everybody told me I looked like him, but
Back in the 80s. The show wasn't even out yet, dude.
I only know
he's
from
not a
context
monster.
Clue of being between Hank Hill and Timmy's dad from Fairly Odd Parents. That's all
I don't think he's
or
absentee. So I think Dad from Dexter. I think he should be right up there with Great John. Honestly, I think that's a good placement because they're very similar.
If Small John hadn't
but
been
he
as
should
much of a
he should
badass as
be
he
he should
Small
be
John
below.
literally died too.
He should be below the Small John.
Yeah, he's below Great John.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We finally got a big one to line.
I just called Great John Small John.
You did. We moved past it.
Okay.
He'll always be Little John to me.
All right, we got Bobby B. Robert friggin' Baratheon.
I'll bet you taste like blackberry jam.
Okay, so top 10 characters for me.
Yeah.
Oh, he's incredible.
I used
Larger
to
than
hate
life.
him, but in like the 5th read through, I couldn't get enough of him. When he died, I was like, dang it. Like, because it's like his scenes are so
He's
good.
there for such a short period of time, but he's so fucking great.
So good. Yeah, he slowly becomes one of my favorite characters. And also show because that performance is so better than he deserves.
It's
Like,
iconic. Yeah.
that the war, I know I've talked about this before, but the war story scene, the performance that actor gives, I wish I knew his name off the top of my head.
Mark Addy.
Mark Addy, thank you. The performance he gives when he's talking about if the Tarly boy he killed at Summer Hall just stood on the side, just stayed on the side with the rest of the highborn lads, and then he's like, his wife would hate him and his children would be ingrates and he'd be waking up 3 times a night to piss in a bowl of wine. Like, bro, that performance is stupid good.
So
Yep.
good.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, Mark Addy.
I fell in love with Mark Addy from A Knight's Tale.
Yeah, Knight's Tale.
Oh yeah,
Dude, Alan Tudyk, Mark Addy, and Vision. What's his name?
Don't forget Heath Ledger in there.
Oh, and Heath Ledger.
Jeffrey
hell
Chaucer.
No, the tall dude.
No, I know. He plays Jeffrey Chaucer.
Yeah,
Paul Bettany.
Yeah, talk about a murderer's row.
Yeah.
Like, holy.
And who's the female lead in that? She's big
She's
too.
super good too. Yeah, I'm not pulling that, but
I got it.
I can't pull that. I'm too old and fat
Oh, you mean pull that?
Yeah, I know. I accidentally said, "Oh, get out of here, Otto. We're not talking about
Shannon Sossaman. Okay,
Yeah.
so I didn't know who she was.
And Paul Bettany.
Yeah, I know. I pulled it in earlier. I pulled it in.
Oh, Rufus Sewell was the bad guy. I forgot
Yeah,
about
Rufus Sewell was great. He played medieval people his whole career because he
So-
just has that British look.
I tapped back in, but we established that Robert Baratheon is the quintessential deadbeat dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We haven't talked about it yet. We're just talking about how good Mark Addy's performance was so
Yeah.
far.
To his credit, Tommen and Marcella seem to like him okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Joffrey hates him,
I mean,
but
we have
actually
no
that's a
evidence
ringing
either
endorsement
way.
as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it seems like the only reason Joffrey hates him, though, is because he disciplined him for something that he absolutely should
He
have
disciplined him for being a psychopath and trying to
Yeah.
If
murder
any
small
of my
animals.
spawn cut a cat open to see the babies inside, they would be locked up. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but I mean,
yeah.
well, can't fix you. Bye. I'm so sorry.
Time to
He's
try
just-
again.
it's just a tragedy that none of those are his kids, and he's a deadbeat to all his actual children.
Okay, here. No, let's talk about
Yeah.
his master kids. No, this is really important.
Yeah,
He
that's true.
tries to bring Maya Stone to court, and Cersei doesn't let him. And then he tries to bring Edric Storm to court, and Cersei doesn't let him.
Yeah.
he
Doesn't
does
she-
try to be parents to?
Yes.
Isn't there a rumor that Cersei murdered like a pair of twins that he fathered?
Yes.
Okay. And I assume that was probably with his knowledge.
I don't think.
No, probably not.
I think Cersei does a lot without his knowledge.
But he
I
would have
do
found
wonder-
out about it at least.
Murder is usually one of those things she doesn't tell her husband about. Specifically when she tries to
No,
murder
no, I
him.
didn't think that she would have. Well, actually, she
No, I
might
don't-
have told him.
I don't
Because
know
she
if
seems
they
the
ever
type
finds
who's
out,
like,
but
if you do this
actually-
again, I'm going to murder the fucking baby. You know?
He's deep in his
That's-
not giving a shit about
She-
Cersei and being an alcoholic arc by that point.
She threatens Maya Stone in such a sick way, where she's like, "Oh well, you know, something really nasty might happen to a bastard born at the court," and it's like, "Holy crap! Okay, like you're gonna pay people to attack Maya if she brings it."
Well,
brings her to the
and she
court?
does. She follows through on the threat the second he's dead. Kill all. Of
Yeah,
them.
and she just she has that whole purge, which is so effed up.
We know for a fact that was her and not Joffrey.
I think it's ambiguous in the
I
book.
was gonna say, yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was like kind of up in the air.
Because
I think-
Joffrey asked some questions, some sort of leading questions
Yeah.
before it
I think in
happened.
the show they
Leading
in the
questions.
show they blame that on Joffrey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unambiguous.
They heavily imply it for sure.
Ambiguous in the books. Okay, so deadbeat dad for Robert Baratheon
Yeah.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
absentee? Deadbeat or
The
absentee?
most fun
Deadbeat, all right.
deadbeat dad.
Yeah, he's like,
I think
he
Top
like
of
is
deadbeat.
Aegon the
Top of
fifth
deadbeat. Yeah.
He would have been a
he's
great
like-
uncle.
or fourth.
Oh,
he like
totally.
is he is
Yeah.
Aegon the fourth.
You
He's
know
the same
who he's
guy.
a great uncle to is Edric Storm. He never sees him, but he sends him a nice gift once a year.
And Edric Storm loves Robert Baratheon. That's all he can talk about.
because he doesn't know Robert Baratheon.
yeah, because he has no idea. Because he only knows about him from the history book.
You guys-
interaction is only with
You know that
John
the
Arryn.
implication is that somebody else was sending those gifts on Robert's behalf, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
His perspective,
books.
his perspective, he's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Edric's perspective, yeah,
and more
absolutely.
Mark Addy love. Hell yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's one. So this person, I should credit them. Let me look at my comments on my YouTube stuff really quick. Can I do YouTube stuff on the YouTube channel really quick? Do you guys mind?
Oh, please.
Go
All
for
right,
it.
cool. Let me go to already responded, and then
I'll give you
let
some
me
tea.
flip down to the person who says this character, please. Oh my god, I really want to credit this person, but I don't want to wait too long. I could have did this.
What,
Somebody say something entertaining.
You want us
You want to go to
start
the next person
discussion?
first?
Yeah. Why don't we start the discussion while you're looking for the name?
Yeah.
No, because I want to give him the intro. Dang it.
Did he have a good pitch as to how?
Well,
Who's the
no,
next
because I
person?
argued with him.
Who's next
Oh.
in line?
No, God dang it. I can't even find him. But somebody goes, this guy. And I'm like, is there any mention in anywhere in the books of how he is as a dad? And they're like, yeah, kind of. Like, all right, fine. Roger Cassell.
Oh, yeah.
Because of
Yeah.
Beth Cassell.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah, B tier. Dad from Dexter.
He's
fine.
not a very good father.
What?
Oh, okay.
Why?
Tell me. Lord.
Doesn't he allow his daughter to be hanged instead of leaving Winterfell alone for a minute?
No. He goes. That's what the person brought up. No, it's the other way around. She's in there, and he goes, "Hang me instead of her."
Yeah, he tries to swap.
He says that.
Yeah.
But then he still goes on with the attack, and she gets hanged, right?
She never gets hanged.
Yeah,
she's alive.
Ramsay attacks before that situation breaks.
Okay.
Yeah. Beth Cassell is alive.
Do you think he was going? So he tells what's his name?
Search.
So he tells the people holding. He tells the Iron Men that he still has to attack, right? He says, "Don't do this. You know, I still have to attack." So do you guys believe that he still would have attacked and allowed his daughter to be hanged?
My money would be on he was going to try some like stealth tactic.
Caleb Frey, by the way, Caleb Frey said Roderick Cassell.
Yeah.
I said, I will, but only if you show me any information of how he is as a dad. That's. And then they said, main thing that comes to mind is offering to take his daughter Beth's place as a hostage after Theon took Winterfell.
Theon. That was his
name. It's like, yeah, no. And I said, yeah, that's true. I'll accept that he's on the list. So thank you, Caleb Frey.
I like him as a dad.
Based on what we know, I guess he's all right.
Yeah.
We don't know for a fact that he would have sacrificed his daughter for Winterfell. So
this is extremely true, and he does have this moment where he's like, "You know, I have to do this. Please don't make me do this." And he's like on the point of crying about it. But the situation never comes to a head. We never see, just like with Jaime threatening to like catapult over what is it, Edmure's baby, right? We never have to see whether that threat would be realized.
Okay, right. Because I credited that person, I'm going to credit everybody, but I'm not going to credit Diego P. because Diego is this entire list. He goes, Bronzion Royce, Harry. Oh, I didn't have Harry Harding. Oh, and he also has chicks. He's like Chataya, and it's like, wait, that's a dad. But like half this list is Diego P. And then Irish Potato Thief said, inhales loudly, Tormund. So, and
good
then,
answer.
Who I think is going to be the top of this, I'm not going to give away, but it was, I will when we get to him, was, don't know how to say that, Taladov Bow? Taladov Bow, I'm sorry. And then Brady said, I can't wait for you to rank Robert Baratheon. Well, we just did that. And then Doran Martell, terrible dad, is what Sir Bobbert Ross said. And then I got Flippin' Fritz is who's got Eustace on here. And then Euron, Stannis, and Jamie were from Flippin' Fritz. So thank you for Euron. And then, then we got a bunch of Cyan Duck, wanted Mace, Brainy said Craster, and then Caleb Frey said Roderick Cassell. And then who was in the chat earlier, Basilius wanted Tytos, Tywin, Jamie, Randall, Craster, Aegon IV, Viserys, Aerys, Aegon V. And they got them all. So there you go. Thank you guys for helping us fill out this list. I should have did all that at the beginning. I'm a bad YouTuber.
Yeah. Do what you can.
I had a non-beer, didn't I? Yeah, I do. It's a 7-Up. It's right here. What are we doing? Roger Cassell, B or A?
I think bottom of Hank Hill's fine.
Yeah, bottom of Hank Hill.
The one instance we see him of being a parent is being a good parent.
Yep. Yeah. Mace Tyrell or Mance Raider right there. Boom. Done. All right, here we go. Can we talk about Stannis?
Dad of the year.
Honestly, dad of the year.
I got a thing for this.
This isn't going to be about Jesus, is it?
So, I mean, he loves his children so much that he, even keeps them around in formaldehyde after they're dead.
Yeah.
I cannot. And he kept in the show. He kept Shireen warm for the rest of her life.
I had it. I didn't want to say it. He's like, oh yeah, and he had Shireen help him make s'mores.
Right. I cannot deduct points for crimes he's going to commit in 15 minutes. I can't do that.
If he moves down to F in 3 chapters, and
I think
yet.
I wish Michael was here to back me up here, but I think Stannis isn't going to be involved if she gets lit on fire. I don't.
Yeah, he's got his whole lighthouse thing.
I'm back. Yeah,
He's got his whole lighthouse tactic to fall back on.
I think if anyone burns Shireen alive, it's going to be Melisandre going rogue.
With the help of the mother.
I am unfortunately unable to back you up on that. I think George has said Stannis' decision to burn his daughter at one point.
Ooh, George, suck. Your books are shit.
I don't know how.
I don't want a new book, George.
The author of The Thing I Love is a hack.
I don't know how it's going to work for Stannis to get back and then also make that call. But, like, if he does, you know.
You're my second least favorite, George. Ironically, the other one is the guy who wrote the other series I'm obsessed with, Star Wars. Both of you suck. My favorite things in the world.
Yeah,
George
you and George Orwell.
1984.
George Orwell's name isn't even George. That's his pen name. Eric
Sorry.
Orwell.
Oh,
sorry, Greg Orwell.
Freaking Greg Orwell. What a loser.
I love George Orwell. He's a cool dude. I know a lot of people think he's like kooky because other people misquote his books, but he's actually like incredible.
I'm pretty sure
Catalonia is one of my favorite books.
I'm pretty sure Greg Orwell was his bigger brother.
Gregor Clegane joke.
No, it's a big brother joke. It's a 1984 joke.
Oh, gotcha.
Michael, I was on the same
Michael, get your head out of the AM.
The way he said, yeah.
Sorry,
I was trying to come up with a hound joke.
I should have said big brother, not bigger. I screwed that up.
Oh man.
Whatever. What are we doing? Stannis?
Stannis. I mean, I guess he's S tier.
I think
yeah, he's S tier as far as we've seen.
He's
a very good dad.
He's absentee.
Shireen so far.
He's absentee.
No, she went along in the war with him.
Yeah, but he's fighting a war. He's fighting a war of succession, though.
I have a real hard time.
The fact he names her his heir is something. I'll give him.
Can we take two pictures of Stannis and put one at the top and then one at the bottom for like what we know he will be by the end of the series? Because I have a hard time putting him in S tier.
I don't think he belongs in S.
He's not going in S tier.
I can accept
absolutely not going in S tier.
I can accept the Hank Hill tier for Stannis.
I can accept Hank Hill.
Okay, wait. We'll
okay.
We can put this one higher up, but this one is in F.
Yes.
Yeah.
One is an S, one is an F. I think
no, he's one person. Then we have to split the difference.
All right. I'm fine with Hank Hill tier because if Bobby needed to be sacrificed on a propane fire to save the world,
yeah, but I can't
do it.
Hank would not do it. Hank would never kill Bobby.
I'm a great dad, Jables. I'm an awesome dad. I don't know. And also, we're grading on a curve, so I'll knock all these horrible people out.
Peggy would ask if they could sacrifice somebody else and it would still work.
I'm just saying, okay. I've only tried to burn my daughter once.
And I'll have you know it works, damn it.
I'll have you know, why do you think North Dakota had such a light winter this year? Yo.
We're going to hell. All right.
Someone also, like, when you brought up Peggy would tell him to sacrifice someone else, I did also have someone point out in a comment, like, hey, if Stannis needed King's blood, he could have sacrificed himself.
Dude,
for this.
Isn't Bobby the Dalai Lama too, by the way?
Soda just slaughtered me, dude.
Bobby's really technically the Dalai Lama.
Bobby is not the Dalai Lama.
He is. There's a whole episode about it.
Yeah,
Bobby Hill. I thought you meant Robert Baratheon.
By the way,
no.
Bobby
Hill.
Bobby
Hill.
My intro.
Be like, can't I just give away like a foot or something? Like that has my blood in it.
Yeah. You just
why not leech him?
Yeah, why leech somebody else? Just leech yourself, you loser. All right. Stannis, can we meet halfway? I think absentee. Will we settle on Dexter's dad?
I'm okay with. I can live with this.
Yeah.
Dexter's dad.
Put him right next to Howland Reed.
Yeah, but Howland Reed's a perfect one. Yeah, put him right next to Howland Reed.
Dexter's dad is good.
There you go. Behind Hoster, I'm down. The Bobby Llama. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that broke my funny clues.
I thought it was Buddha in that episode, but I guess I was wrong.
Thought it was what?
In the episode with like King
No, I
Leon
think it
where-
was Dalai Lama.
Yeah, I thought it was the Buddha. But
So I think they might have used like a different name to sort of make it not actually the Dalai Lama. I can't remember off the top of my head,
We got a
but
good
it
one
was
here.
supposed to be the Dalai Lama.
Maekar Targaryen.
Ooh.
He was a good dad until he accidentally killed his brother, and then he just sulked at Summerhall and did nothing as Aerys and Bloodraven ruled.
Look, it was interesting and and fruitful to allow your kid to like explore the world with this rando, but it was very irresponsible.
It was very irresponsible, but also,
well, and
that
it
is
was
like
just
a groundbreakingly cool move.
That's how kids
for
were being
Targaryen.
raised in the 90s. So
Yeah.
In the Pokemon universe, he's a normal dad.
I went on vacation
like,
with
can we get a
strangers.
professor
once.
over
like,
I
have
didn't
you
even
read
know this
Tom
was-
Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn? They just like took off on a raft for a couple months.
That wasn't in the night. That was the 1890s.
No, I'm saying even
Honestly,
earlier.
I like that joke.
So if we're grading on a curve here, you know,
Honestly, Duncan Brock are basically the same character when you think about it, except that
Duncan who?
Brock from Pokemon.
Oh, I thought
Oh.
you were. I thought we were still sticking with.
They're both incompetent with the ladies, and can win in a fight.
They both have their eyes so squinty that you never see them.
That's true. His eyes are closed. all the time.
Dunk.
They're both thick as a castle wall.
They
There
are-
goes a
is-
latchkey kid.
Oh, because he trains rock Pokemon.
yeah.
Castle Wall. Good job,
There you
If
Tom.
Duncan
Fuck.
ever
just saying
turns
they're
a
both
frying
hot,
pan into
yeah,
a
okay.
drying pan, we know for sure.
Should I put together a Song of Ice and Fire characters Pokemon teams? Is that a show? I should
Absolutely.
do?
Yeah.
That would be
Alright, I'm
incredible.
on it.
All day. Let's get
I'm on.
HSL on.
I'm on. If you guys want me to,
Yeah.
Dunk would be fighting in rock. Yeah, it'd be a Geodude, Machop, not a Machoke or a Machamp, but Machop.
I do hope that when the Dunkin' Egg show comes out, they have the creative courage to make that choice of having him walk around with his eyes closed like Brock every episode. It's just
He is
no
just a
explanation.
cartoon
And
character
Rohan
that's
Weber-
like Brock and
Yeah.
everybody else is live action.
No
Rohan
one.
Weber shows up and he's like, "You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Run
Oh,
away
with
with
it-
me."
Every scene with his eyes closed, no one acknowledging it the entire time. Like they just act like he can see, and they play it like he can see, but he just has his eyes
No.
closed.
There is a one time when he was flirting with a chick, because I've been rewatching Pokemon with my daughter, and they zoom up on his eyes and they are slightly open, like slightly, and it blew my mind.
Yeah, he has actual eyes.
Yeah, they are
Yes.
open.
Those are not his eyes. He has actual eyes.
He's so
Yeah.
stoned.
So it's the Jughead effect.
Yeah, Jughead. All right, Maekar.
That's Cole Sprouse, right?
Dude, I really kind of want to. I did do a What If a Song of Ice and Fire. I did do all the Pokemon typing of all A Song of Ice and Fire monsters. That was like really early on when I was still doing that. And then I did do a What If a Song of Ice and Fire was just a Pokemon region, like a Pokemon game. So I turned all the different Seven Kingdoms into gym leaders. It's like early video stuff. Go watch it. No one else has. Really low views on those guys.
I identify with this sentiment. My car is Dad from Dexter too.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Do you call him my car?
My car, yeah.
So
Every time somebody
he's
calls
a
him my
Kia.
car Targaryen, I imagine like a car honking noise.
Yeah,
this is-
he's good old Kia Sorrento Targaryen.
Right, this is that movie with who is
Can you
it?
pull the Carfax?
Yeah.
This is when you can't find
Killed his brother, or what?
When you can't find Egg's dad.
I was just gonna say.
Says here you've been in 3 accidents.
Oh, I know the theory I pitched to you guys.
Uh-huh.
Do I not tell anybody? Or do
Don't
I
tell anybody.
Don't tell
Compile the
anybody.
evidence. We'll get you on.
I
one of
got
these
it.
days.
I know it.
Oh, Zach, we're gonna do a double guess. This is rare. I think Michael had the last one.
No, we had a double guest recently. Yeah, with
Is that when the guest presents and both of you guys get to answer?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no,
no,
you're
I'm-
right. A guest presentation. Yeah.
But it sucks
That's
because
true.
I don't know if you know it or not.
Well, okay,
It's
if
just
you
you have to
a
go
new
online.
original theory, we still have to guess it.
It's not an original theory.
Oh,
Yeah,
if
It's an obscure theory, but it's not an original theory.
then I would say, like, try to put your own twist on it to make it hard for us to.
Okay, because I don't come up with them, but I literally, every single character I cover, I look for theories they're a part of. So I come across really weird ones like Domeric Bolton is still Shanks Walton. Like, I come across really goofy. In the only one I actually ever came up with, Michael already made a video for it. So
After Taco gave me permission to.
Well, dude, I told you to.
Yeah,
like,
and by gave permission, I mean DM'd me 10 times over the course of half a year. When is my video about the dragons?
When is Clayton Suggs' Ares' bastard gonna be? That's the only one I ever came up with, and I actually maintain it's a decent theory.
It makes a lot of sense. Like, the evidence is very good.
Dude, that video that you put out and you made me your facts guy at Pawn Stars, I was howling. I was at work and I was like, this is the best thing. Because he used my, like...
I used Taco's, like, thumbnails, like, funny face, and then my stupid tree logo on Rick from Pawn Stars, and Taco's the expert, and he's looking confused as hell. Like, oh.
I haven't seen this video, and now I need to.
His Dragon Seeds video. Check it out. It made I was crying of laughter. It was so good. And I messaged him like, you finally made it. And he's like, yeah, we're not hanging out anymore. I did to shut you up.
Yeah, this is my goodbye gift. See you later.
Yeah, I finally included you. Leave me alone. Stop calling my mom to ask if I'm okay.
Stop calling.
Oh, you haven't answered my Discord.
Is that what your mother's excuse for him calling was?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry to break it to you, Michael, but I've been hanging out with your mom.
Yeah.
Sorry to break it to you, Michael, but I'm your dad.
and now I get to go on the dad's tier list.
But yeah, I already am a dad.
Taco's like,
chat was asking earlier if we were putting you on the list, man.
Yeah, no, I answered him. I said I think I go pretty high.
Taco's just like, I'm
when
sure
we're
you're
rating on
why.
the Pure Westeros, do you have to be S tier?
Yeah,
dude,
100%.
she is my intro.
Yeah. No one in Westeros uses their daughter as their YouTube intro.
Dude,
so
I
that's
get more
S tier
comments.
instantly.
Still, even though I've been doing it for a while, I still get comments almost every video about that intro. Like, that was probably one of the best decisions I've made for my
It was a good one.
I get a lot of like, dude, that's the best intro. Like, thank you. I love my notes. Like, say it louder. God damn. And I kept the take that I left the notes in it. All right. Anyway, so make our Hank, Dexter's dad, B-ish.
Dexter's dad, probably, right?
Dexter's dad.
All right.
Yeah.
I think higher up. I think you got to put him
near Hoster, right?
Yeah, near Hoster or Stannis. Yeah. Yeah, put him in between Hoster and Stannis.
I think that's a good spot.
Is Hoster above Stannis? Get Hoster.
Yeah, get Hoster.
Yeah, Hoster. Yeah. This is Hoster's slander that he's
get him at the bottom of that.
Yeah. Just put him all the way. Actually, yeah, there you go. Right.
Notably, does not set his daughters on fire. But okay.
Yeah. Now remember, Stannis is in B tier only for the next 45 minutes.
Fine. That's
then then he's all the way. We got to make
Wins is releasing in 15 minutes, obviously.
Yes. Well, according to a video I watched today, Wins
there was this video I saw today about
Wins is coming out. Actually, as I understand, right now it is
Michael.
magically
Did you
here
see
right
my
now.
wink?
Michael talks about stuff is actually a part of the Winds of Winter release ARG.
I heard the GM say it last week, but I really started believing it after Michael said it.
Yeah.
Cable says, "Wait, why the Hoster hate? You're gonna have to go and rewatch the VOD."
Yeah, go
back. We don't have time.
So he actually released it 7 years ago under a false title. Changed all the names and nobody noticed.
He just did that J.K. Rowling thing where released a bunch of stuff under a pen name and it just didn't do well at all.
Stephen King did that too. Anyone else remember Bachman?
Yeah, and it went extremely well.
It went really bad, and then he released him as Stephen King, and everyone's like, "Oh, these aren't easily some of his best books."
Yeah.
Okay, so the Hoster hate is because of him forcing Liza to have an abortion. Okay,
Yeah.
moving on. I had to say, yeah, fair. Yeah. Got here a few minutes ago. I know Chables. Yeah, you're cool. Chables, you're the Elgromancer. You can never do
I thought it
anything
was
wrong
pronounced
in this
Chabliss.
Is it Chabliss?
I don't know.
I always say Chables. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ready? Tormund frickin' Giantsbane. Let's go.
Yes.
That's
S-tier.
here.
S-tier dad?
You gotta be.
Get him up there.
I mean, did he even try to take care of that fucking bear that he fathered?
Yeah, he fathered his kid to a wealthy lord.
Yeah.
And then he didn't need to. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, you're a Mormon of Bears Island? Bye.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Does everything he can to get his kids and his entire extended family south of the wall.
Rick Longspear Rick, steals one of his daughters, and then he's like, and then he beat up 3 of my sons. He's a good lad. Because, the North.
Kidnapping somebody is a very sweet and romantic gesture in there.
You beat up 3 of Tormund Giantsbane's kids to get to it. You must love that lady.
Yeah, you really cared. You went above and beyond the standard kidnapping.
If his name was Short Spear Rick, Tormund would have a problem with him, but it's not. So he's fine with it. He's fine.
The way
his spear is twice as long as any other man.
I did a video for Longspear Rick, and in half of it is just Tormund talking about Longspear Rick's dick. It's like half of my video, because that's half of what we know. Oh, he helps Jon go south. Next page, Tormund talking about his dick. All right, let's go. You know why they call him Longspear? Yeah, Tormund, we talked about it yesterday.
We guessed why.
You told me earlier. What are we doing here? Oh, I love Tormund.
Oh, so I looked it up earlier, and the name Strickland comes from a town name somewhere in England. So, like, it existing in this universe is a little weird.
Skipping.
I'm excited for the next one.
You don't have a Titus Lannister on here.
Did you send it to me?
No, that was the correction. Instead, you got rid of the one, but you didn't add the new one.
Titus Lannister is just your classic cheese dick.
There you go.
Oh, do you got it?
Yeah, I didn't say just forgot to add it, I guess.
Oh, okay, cool. I was about to send it to you. I was already in Messenger. Yep, you're cool. Then it's gonna be right. Yep, he's next after that. No, not next. Sorry. You know what I mean. Shut up. Tywin first. That's what I should have said. All right, cool. Tywin Lannister. Soda, you're awesome. Thank you for putting up with us. We're a bunch of
Tywin.
You're driving the bus, and we're the drunk.
Tywin's a fucking monster. Possibly the bottom of monster.
Yeah, let's just say,
bro, he did not. He had a little person for his son, and he didn't murder him.
Decent
all right?
hand of the king.
We're grading on a curve.
Yeah.
Decent hand of the king.
We're stretching the word decent here, but fine.
He's a good hand.
He's actually a shit hand of the king.
He's a good hand. No, he's a good hand of the king.
Political legacy at some point. He sucks.
He's a self-interested hand of the king.
He's a good hand. He kept it together with Aerys. Burn everyone Targaryen.
You say kept it together. You kept it together for not a really long war.
What, like 20 years? 10 years? Multiple years.
I think a little less than 10 years.
Yeah, and he only destroyed 6 cities in that time.
Yeah, but enemies of the realm. Okay, Bloodraven does worse.
What are you, the minister for propaganda?
Bloodraven is also a bad dad.
All right, cool. Well, he's not a dad, and also we can agree that Bloodraven is an
Craster's his son.
Come on, what are we doing here? Tom of the Green Hand over here. All right, or is that Preston? I can't believe I'm mixing those.
That's a Tom original.
Craster Targaryen is
right there.
Very early
blood and cheese dick.
Theory.
Okay. So Tywin. Oh, hey, the comments finally woke up when I whipped out Tywin. Better late than never. What's up, Jacka? How's it going? So
good.
Yeah, so Tywin's a monster, right?
Nick Grimm says Tywin kept the
train being compared to Mussolini in the comments, apparently.
What?
That's a little dark.
Did I
Let's
miss
see.
that? Where's he being compared to Mussolini?
Tywin kept the trains running on time. That's a Mussolini reference.
Yeah, which of course people know that Mussolini did not keep the trains running on time. They're famously very bad.
Yeah, notably, Tywin also did not keep infrastructure proper.
Yeah, yeah. He actually
until he assigned it to his son.
Sorry for defending him at all. But still, as a parent monster, what he did to Tyrion,
I still say S tier.
What he did with Tysha is equally. He's close to Euron. He's not Craster, but he's in there.
Yeah,
That's the worst thing I've ever freaking heard.
Because we do not know much about Euron's.
Are you saying that would be worse than drowning him as a baby?
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Bro.
Yes.
He psychologically tortures him instead.
Yes,
He lets him
psychological
live, but
torture
not
is
in a good
worse than
way.
euthanasia. It is. Or not euthanasia. Whatever it is.
From most cultural perspectives.
Being mentally, you are not better off dead than being mentally damaged.
Mentally tortured like that? All right, maybe you're right, but still, that's pretty messed.
That's a little ableist, if I'm being honest.
Okay, I'm not. Don't call me ableist.
I'm not.
Jekka says sometimes giving your children daddy issues is a good thing? Question mark. Not this way. Definitely not this way.
I was gonna say, can we confuse the entire audience by just making a tier above Danny Tanner and just say I want him as my dad, and then put Tywin there, and then use that as the thumbnail?
Oh, that's the thumbnail. You're right. That's the thumbnail right there.
I already made a thumbnail.
He's literally me tier.
Yeah. King
I want Tywin top, not bottom of monsters.
Yeah, because he was definitely trying to do what he thought was best for his family, but at the expense of his family.
Okay,
so
I will accept him next to Jaehaerys, but he's worse than Jaehaerys.
Yeah.
But he is close. He's very Randall Tarly.
No, I will not accept this. Jaehaerys
all right, well then put him in monsters.
Did not sadistically torture his children.
You're right.
Yeah, I think he's a little worse than Tarly.
I think he's worse than possibly anybody but Craster. And there's an
I
argument
think he's
worse than
Craster.
Craster. There's a solid argument he's worse than Craster.
If you wanted to make the argument he's worse than Craster, you can make the argument that Craster doesn't fully know what he's doing and is influenced by supernatural powers. Tywin decided to do all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Tywin is a rational actor who chooses evil every day, not passively but actively.
Yeah.
All right.
You could argue he lets his children love who they want to, even if they are loving each other, other than the one Tyrion.
Tyrion. Whoa! Other than the two
Tyrion.
examples we have of that.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. Does he know? Okay, yeah. How much does he know about Jaime and Cersei?
He's clearly tipped off, but ignores it because he finds it insulting. Is my read on it?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah.
8 left.
I think he's in full denial about it.
Yeah, I think he's in full denial. I agree.
That's probably
I'm inclined to accept what the TV show said about this when I believe Jaime and Tywin had a conversation about this in the show, where Jaime is like, you really never listened. You really never paid attention, did you? He sucks.
Yeah,
he's bad.
Wait, who said that Craster didn't fully know what he was doing?
I say you could make the argument that Craster
is influenced by dark magic.
Yes, that there is
with his sons.
Also, though,
and then his daughters is a whole other can of worms.
You can argue that's dark, other magic. Also, she's
banging your daughters is not.
There are also theories Craster's mom was doing a similar thing with him originally, so he
that
might
doesn't
be
make it okay though.
No, what he's arguing, I think, is that this is a guy who's lived at one cabin in the woods away from the rest of society his entire life and was told this is how things are done.
I don't think
it gives him a pass.
To be told that that's wrong.
Right.
I want to be really clear. I'm not defending Craster.
We know. I'm sorry. We know that. I'll tell you right
It's
now.
like M. Night Shyamalan's The Village.
I like everybody here.
Taking a
I do.
consequentialist approach here. Gilly is completely like normal person who certainly has some traumas, but is not a sociopath.
It's true.
The best person, arguably, that you can either argue that Tyrion or Jaime is the best kid he raised. And both of them are actually horrible people who've done terrible things. Because even if you accept that Jaime pushed a kid out of a window to cover up his incest, Tyrion is now on his like abuse revenge tour.
I keep forgetting how bad Book Tyrion is, if I'm being honest.
Last book Tyrion is awful.
Yeah.
He got so charmingly whitewashed in the show.
Oh yeah.
Lots of bad dads. Bad dads all around. Craster at the bottom.
Yeah. So if we're taking
I won't move Craster.
100% of kids ruined.
I like this. The bottom tier is correct for me right now.
Yeah.
I will not move Craster from the bottom.
No, that was never the argument.
Yeah, no, I'm just stating that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because I have a daughter. And it's like, I will not move Craster from the bottom.
Nick Grimes says, Your Honor, I was being manipulated by dark forces beyond our comprehension. I do not deserve the speeding ticket. And you know what? That works. I'm just going to tell you. That works.
What's the Stephen Wright
Sounds like something Jeremy Clarkson would say.
Stephen Wright, I got a parking ticket and I pleaded insanity. I said, Your Honor, no one in their right mind will park in the passing lane.
I was standing in the park the other day wondering why a frisbee gets bigger as it gets closer. That's my favorite Stephen Wright joke.
Oh, dude, I got a lot. I was
Spilled spot remover on my dog. Now he's gone.
That is fantastic.
I was in a job interview and the guy goes, "We're gonna try something a little different. Why don't you ask me a question?" And I said, okay, if you were in a vehicle traveling at the speed of light and you turned your headlights on, what would happen? He said, I don't know. And I said, forget it. I don't want this job. Oh, my God. All right. So Tytos Lannister.
From what we know of
absentee?
Him, yeah.
Or, I don't know, he gave up Jenna to a friggin' Frey for no reason. It's pretty messed up.
Well, she seems happy in her relationship.
Happy. We're grading on a curve.
Grading on a curve.
She's abusive towards him.
Well, he seems happy in his situation too. I think he likes it.
All right, I shouldn't judge Aemon and Jenna.
I think he appreciates, the fact that she's in charge, and she also appreciates the fact that she's in charge. It's a little abnormal for the time, but it works for them.
They have multiple kids. Yeah. They seem happy enough. I shouldn't judge people's relationship. I'm just jealous because I would totally hang out with Jenna Lannister, some girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about Aemon Frey.
Oh, Aemon Frey. He might show up in my Frey week soon. I got Frey week 2 coming up. 5 or 4 Freys.
Of all the Freys, he does seem like the coolest to hang out with.
No, Oliver.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's Rob.
This is
Rob Squire.
This is Gatehouse Amy Erasure.
Oh, Gatehouse Amy. Didn't we? Was it our crushes? When did we talk about Gatehouse Amy? When we were just
in crushes? Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first live stream, and it was like Maya Stone and Gatehouse Amy, and all of us needed cold showers after the live stream. Dude, Amory Frey, what's up? All right.
Okay, so Tytos Lannister.
Lannister. Now you got me thinking about Gatehouse Amy. My mind's gone.
I bump him to death.
So he was.
I need help in the stable. Sorry.
He was ineffectual, is the word for Tytos.
Yeah, ineffectual.
No, I have a controversial take that he was actually a good dad, imparting values on a son who is going to grow up to be a sociopath, because he's an ineffectual ruler, but he doesn't seem to be a bad person. People disrespect his rule as a leader, but that makes you a bad person in the feudal system, which
he's a bad ruler.
Yeah. The only thing that his son hates is that when his wife dies and he takes a commoner as his lover, he wears jewelry.
That's not the only thing that he hates.
He hated that he lent money to the Reigns, and
I was gonna And the fact that they were like laughing behind his back about the fact that they were never going to pay it back because he was so ineffectual.
Tywin's whole problem is that his dad does not have effective economic policy. Fuck Tywin.
Yeah. Good dad with a bad kid.
Wait. Also,
Tywin.
was into being commoners, and Tywin is, but since he hates his dad, he suppresses it and has to build I will not scream secret tunnel. I am above that joke. No, I'm not. Secret tunnel through King's Landing. And then he abuses his own son for that same resentment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that knocks him down a tier for me.
Can we knock Tywin? I'm glad Tywin's down there with Craster. That's some evil, awful shit.
Yeah, Tytos lives a pretty normal life when you consider his wife was dead and he had every right to like hit on common women. It's not like he's cheating on his wife. Like,
allowing her to.
The dude is pissed off because his dad wasn't good with money and he ended up with a stepmother. That is so completely normal.
He lived a life that's kind of like Tyrion's before Robert dies, where he's just like chill and spending his money on being.
And that's why Tywin resents Tyrion so much because of his hatred towards his own father.
However, young Tyrion would have been an okay father, not a great.
Do you think Tywin had an ulterior motive for keeping Tyrion alive when he was born?
I've had this thought before.
Yeah.
Do you have any possible motives?
Because he wanted a hostage in having Aerys II's kid close. Sorry.
I think it might just come down to like he is genuinely not sure if that is his kid or not. Like I don't know if there's any like greater motive behind it necessarily.
And he wants to like keep the kid around to eventually prove that it's not his.
Well, or it's just like he's like, I'm a terrible person, but literally killing my own child and the last because he did love his wife, so like
he might also believe superstition about kinslaying. He might actually believe.
Yeah,
that.
that's
he probably does. And also, it doesn't look good.
If he believed that, he wouldn't have killed his dad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he didn't kill his dad.
He didn't kill his dad.
Oh, I've been on this train for a long time. 100%.
Your theories are not facts. I'm sorry. They're theories. And these are scientific theories that are pretty much facts. No, these are literature theories, which are still just theories.
I say
absentee.
I say absentee.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Timmy's
dad. Yeah, put him right next to Rhaegar. That's funny to me. Or actually, yeah, he should be higher up, like Doran. Yeah, there. Yeah. Doran or John Aaron. Yeah. Where you had it. Yeah, you guessed very correctly, Soda. You're the best.
I'm pretty good at that.
I love you. You're really good, man. Thanks for just putting up with us, and you only understand like every 5 words, and you're just like, let me know when it's time to put it in the tier list.
Well, yeah, you know what? I've survived some pretty interesting streams before. So
yeah, we used to do 8-hour streams all night, and they were mostly just yelling at each other, and people getting angry and leaving.
On a related note, it is coming up on midnight.
Yeah, I know. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left.
All right.
It's only 11 o'clock tacos time.
Yeah.
Taco time?
Taco time.
Shit.
Walder Frey.
Everybody's distracted.
Hank
Wait,
killed.
Walder Frey. Walder Frey.
Honestly?
Hank killed.
As a dad, yeah.
As a dad, he's a decent
We
dad.
never see him bad to his kids, and he does treat his bastards pretty fair.
He treats Merritt like crap, but
he's an asshole to his kids.
Yeah, he's a jerk, but he
talks like an asshole to his kids.
He talks like an asshole to everybody, though.
But I think he treats them pretty well overall.
Powerful marriage. It's like he puts together really good marriages. He sets his families up.
And
I feel like in the Frey household, being insulting with your words is like their love language.
Yeah.
Something that Merritt.
The love language is being a piece of shit all the time.
If Uncle Walder starts being real nice to you, you better start preparing your own food for a little while.
Better make your own drink. Okay, I want to bring up something that Merritt says that I actually think really pushes Walder up. Where Merritt goes, he's afraid of Ryman or other people taking over the twins, because Walder keeps everybody around and keeps everybody fed and has a place for everybody. But if one of the mainline Freys, Stefan, Ryman, whoever, takes over, then Merritt's like, well, then he'll just boot us all. Like, they have no reason.
Aren't they assuming it's going to be Black Walder at that point?
Possibly. He's not next up. I just did a video. Ryman just died, and so it'd be Ryman.
No, I mean, I think the characters in that conversation are assuming that Black Walder is on his way to it.
It was just talking about Ryman, actually, of how he was ever. So Stevron was first, and he was taught those values from Walder, but Stevron died.
Yeah,
and Ryman
was groomed to be able to do that.
And Ryman wasn't. And then
it sounds
Walder's
then like Walder should have been setting his children up more for their own success, you know, giving them holdfasts and land and stuff like that.
All the other 30 freaking kids, just not
the main
guy.
You run out of land eventually.
Well, he set one of them up to take over Derry. He set one of them up to take over.
He does keep trying to marry them off too.
Dude, I think he's a decent freaking dad.
I've got an argument.
I hate Walder Frey.
I've got an argument for how he could be even top tier. I mean, he is running what could be described as a full house, and Danny Tanner would also let all of the other Freys live in his house with him.
Yeah, no! All right, you texted Soda and said, hit Danny Tanner just so I can move Walder Frey up to
just so I have checkmate for Walder being an S tier.
This is very hard to argue with.
That was 40 I'm a Full House fan. That's the only reason.
The other side of this argument, the 1-2 punch here, is how many other dads on this list literally murdered their king and his entire family because he broke the betrothal with his child.
You were mean to my daughter. I'm going to kill your whole family.
Yeah, that's pretty high
a sign
on
of
the
good
dad
parenting
tier
is when you murder people for slavery.
Not a great grandfather, but that's not the tier list.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so those are my two arguments for Walder as Danny.
That for Taco, since you're the parent here, that's a good parenting tip. If anybody ever insults your daughter, you should mercilessly murder them in the walls of your own house.
Yeah, correct.
What makes you think I haven't done that?
That's
just like my daughter came home from daycare, said her boyfriend broke up with her, so I invited his family over for dinner that night.
So she has said, like, oh, this kid was mean to me. And I had, like, a second where I was like, I could take him. And I was like, I had to shake it out of my head. I was like, 4 years old, dude, 4 years old. She's probably making it up.
Walder Frey will actually beat up your dad.
Yeah, that's true.
So where are we putting them?
I think Kill. Is that weird?
I don't think that's weird at all.
Yeah.
The one thing he's good at is keeping the family together. He's a bastard, but
within what we're judging him on, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's funny because I think the next one's a crap dad. Viserys II.
No, Viziti's a good dad.
Not in the books.
Yeah, the show might be coloring our opinion a little bit.
Yeah,
but he also could have very
He partied his way into an early grave, set up a messy succession, and said, "Have fun, bitches."
No. If we're going by the books. Not enough information. There's too many disputing stories to be able to accept them.
And there's political propaganda sneaking in there too.
Yep.
Whatever. We gotta go off of what? What do you want to go off of? Real life? You want me to call him? What do we got? What do we got besides?
I mean, if we're going off the show, he's an A-tier dad for sure.
Yeah, no crap, we're not. Hattie Constantine did more for that character than anything ever. He
named his daughter. He named his daughter Heir, which is what she wanted because we know she fights for it. Yeah, and that was going against every social decorum of the time. But to say, I will let my daughter inherit because that's what she wants. That is for me.
But you have more than one daughter.
Yeah, how is that to his other kid?
He was a parent to Aemon One-Eye?
Yeah, he was not great to the younger kids.
If my grandson cut out my son's eye, we would have words. Other than, boys will be boys. Like,
these are good arguments.
I don't know, dude. He was not a parent to Aegon, Aemon, and Helena. He was not.
They're not his kids anyways.
Well, I don't care.
Yeah, they're all Kristen Cole's kids.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Otto's.
All right, I say Timmy's dad tier for book Viserys.
I think Book
He's not
Vizier and
around.
Timmy's dad is a fair.
I'm
spot.
okay with deadbeat or absentee,
Yeah.
which is Timmy's dad. Got it. Soda, you're the best. Thank you. All right, are we finally here for? Can we? I'm curious if he's not monster, so he's just got to be down at the bottom, right? Otto Hightower.
Oh yeah, Walter White all day.
Walter White.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Walter
Uses
White
his
all day.
kid like a political chess piece. Get him.
Yeah,
down.
his kids are part of his plan to take over, and not his kids in his mind. Yeah.
My pitch for the number one best above Ned, above everybody, Serwyn Tarth.
Yeah, you know what?
Brienne's dad.
That's a
Oh,
compelling,
actually,
yeah.
That's a good answer.
Selwyn Tarth, who allowed 3 marriages to
Selwyn.
be broken up.
Selwyn Tarth
Yeah, that's a
is
great
number
take.
one best dad in
That's
all
a
of
great
us.
take, and I love it, and I accept it.
The only characteristic we know is that he is like a stalwart supporter of his daughter's right to do whatever she wants.
Only we know one thing about him is that he's a good dad.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't want you to do this, but if you want to train with the Master at Arms, you can. He pretty much, the one thing I pitched for Ned is his entire character.
Yeah, that's his whole thing.
I think Selwyn Tarth, I called him Serwyn. Selwyn Tarth, I think, is number one.
Selwyn of the Mirror Shield.
When Soda comes back, we can move it to S.
Great. That's a fantastic. It's beautiful. That's a great take. That's a fantastic take.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
No
Yeah.
argument.
No
That's the
argument?
be- that is maybe the best take so far.
Thank
today.
you, Soda Pop.
That's really good.
All right, we got Bronze Jan Royce.
Bronze Jan. What? Who are his kids?
Waymar, who dies.
Waymar Rogue.
Do we know who did that fan art?
Rogar Royce?
Yeah, this is
Wayne-
baller
Wayne-
fan art, by the way.
Yeah,
This is
it
great
is.
fan art.
Say what?
I'm trying to remember all the Royces. I covered
Sorry.
one of them.
What did you guys say about the fan art?
I said this
good.
fan art is baller. This is fantastic.
It's
That
very good.
armor is so good. I don't think that's fan art. I think that's Fantasy Haven stuff. But yeah,
Okay,
not Fantasy Haven.
because I didn't want to be mean about it if we like knew who it was. I hate that picture of the armor. Sorry.
That's what it looks like.
Looks like he's wearing.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Funny,
This
I thought
is
that armor
Evan.
looked awesome.
yeah.
This is the most
This
fantasy
is-
thing I've seen in the series in a while.
Fantasy Flight
I don't like that
games
breastplate
from
one
the
bit.
role-playing game. It's Evan Mel and Mudson.
Evan of Malnibene.
Yeah. There you go. You're hilarious. Everyone likes it.
I'm trying real hard.
Um,
Now that my cabbages are gone, you have my full attention.
Cabbages! I switched my shirt for a joke for you. Love me.
Fantastic.
Andar Royce, Robar Royce, Ryman Royce, Yasela Royce, and just more daughters.
Let's this kid join the Night's Watch, which seems rude.
But his son wants to.
Yeah.
Which number kid was that? Which number son was that?
He was late.
Third.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you can hope for a
Yeah.
third son, really.
All right.
And also,
Yeah.
the second son, Robar, goes and joins the Rainbow Guard. I feel like he kind of nails it. Like, I really love most of his kids. Like, I
All right.
really like.
All right. How about top of Dad from Dexter? Hi, Dad from up by Stan.
You don't think Hank Hill?
Bottom of Hank Hill.
But I mean, what's the point of having multiple sons if two of them can't act as spare heirs? I mean, they shouldn't be taking. They shouldn't both be taking vows of chastity.
If they were old enough where has his first son had a marriage and presumably
I'll look at Andar, aka the one no one knows anything about. Yeah, they don't even have art for him. He's the eldest son. Yeah, nothing about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing about children.
Yeah.
Anya Wayne. I can't say Waynewood ever. Anya Waynewood considers
Although apparently
Andar.
Jan has granddaughters, so Andar might have kids.
Andar and his brothers are fine sons and well raised. You hear it right here. Anya Waynewood highly endorses Bronze Jan's parenting.
S tier.
So,
fine sons, well raised.
Yeah.
Fine sons,
Hank
well
Hill
raised.
tier.
I think Hank Hill
at
tier.
least.
And I actually want him higher than Walder Frey. I want him closer to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want Walder
Chilling
Frey
with Mace
sneaking off
there.
at
I
the
want him
bottom
to be
of
bottom
Hank
of.
Hill.
Yeah, Hank Hill.
Walder Frey stays at the bottom.
Yeah.
All right, you guys hungry for? Not him. For people. Right.
That's
So
a very different question.
This
if
is
you
when you're
bring him up.
thirsty, but because Roose is oddly really hot. But
This
no,
is when you're hungry.
Wyman is my favorite cannibal of all
Oh my God! What is this wonderful pose? This sumo wrestler pose.
He's such a
I
cool
like to
character.
imagine he's
Seriously.
He's sitting,
actually.
you
We're
just
getting it
can't
from the
see
other
it.
angle.
Yeah.
You can't see
gonna
the chair.
end my life.
Dude.
He's on a very small chair.
He's
a
using
very
his
small
squatty
seat.
potty.
He's on a horse.
I reiterate that he's twerking. We're just at the wrong angle.
All right, that's pretty funny. Wasn't there a nickname for him where he was called Lord Too Fat to sit at Tyrek Lannister?
Lord Too Fat to sit his horse, which implies that he fucking.
That's the same thing.
I know, but that was the joke. I said Tyrek Lannister.
I'm not yelling at you.
Tyrek
Yelling at the
Lannister.
person who repeated it and said horse.
Okay, wait. So that's what happened to Tyreek.
Yeah.
Wyman Manderly sat on him. Done.
And then ate him.
And then ate him. Dude, him and his son are cannibals. There's something
the
about
trick is to tenderize them first.
being cannibals.
That's my impression of Wyman Manderly.
Gotta tenderize the Tyrek first.
No.
Sit on him.
From a dad perspective, my man.
Hey, don't make fun of Canadians, Dave.
My
Oh
man,
yeah, he's Alberta. Never
my
mind.
man captures Davos and holds him captive and really will kill him for the sake of his kid.
Yeah.
He does do like a full twist, but I think he would have killed him if he was
Wyman's a great dad.
Yeah, he's a good dad.
His entire revenge plot is because his son died and there's nothing he could do about it. So he will actually force feed you, or not even force feed, trick you into eating your own family.
Yeah.
To get revenge on the fact that he could not.
And he's just willing to like eat crow face to face in order to stab you in the back. And that's an unusual characteristic for a lot of these lords.
I like just the idea of like Hannibal Lecter and Wyman just hanging out like, what do? I eat them with fava beans. What about you? Oh, pie. Like, oh, okay.
Oh, pie. What's your recipe?
Why do you eat people? Revenge. What about you? Just love of the game.
Love of the game. What about your son? When he's lied to you and told him it's a roast goat. No one forget that Wendell eats freaking what's his name? Brave
Rhaegar?
Companions.
Oh, Vargo
Hoat.
Yeah.
Why his son Wendell, not Wendell. Is it Wendell?
Yeah, I think it's Wendell Manderly.
Yeah, Wendell who eats Wendell and Whoople. I've done videos for them and I'm forgetting their names. No, it's Willis who eats.
Yeah.
It's Willis who survives.
All right. Is cooking people as revenge for being mean to your kids S tier behavior?
Yeah.
Is that Danny
Willis-
Tanner behavior?
Danny
Willis
Tanner
eats-
would do that, yeah.
Is that Danny Tanner
we'll
behavior?
ask Soda Pop. As an outsider here, where would you rate somebody killed my kid, so I'm going to kill their family and force other parts of their family to eat him?
Honestly, that's tier parenting.
Well, being now it's my favorite episode of South Park, is Scott Tenorman Must Die. I think that might kind of hint where I'm leaning.
Okay. SRA?
So, yes, I think it's valid.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad about him and Hank Hill. I'm just wondering if you guys really want to put him in Danny Tanner.
I'm fine with him.
We don't know. I don't know if we can put him in Hank Hill because we don't know how well he cooked the phrase. If it was
He would really take care
If
of
it was well done, we can't put him in Hank Hill tier.
He eats. They say that he eats huge portions, like multiple. That
He eats like 3 or 4 slices.
When you're dealing with human flesh, you have to do well done. There's the possibility of bloodborne pathogens. So
it's true.
It's like chicken, you know.
Are you gonna tell me that Wyman is healthy?
Yeah, I don't know that he has a problem with that in this case.
Yeah, actually, Wyman's one of the few people who could probably use a parasite.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Say some salmonella would probably shrink him right down.
You know what I love about Wyman? is that he travels down a secret tunnel. I'm not saying it twice.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel, and then goes. I did it, you know. You play me so well, Rose. So no. He goes. He sneaks down a secret passageway to a prison. Has an entire meeting with Davos, and his cover story is "I need to poo." And no one questions it.
Yeah.
He's gone for like 2 freaking hours, dude.
What happens if at the end of that meeting he actually has to go to the bathroom? Because then he's
Like,
just
I'm
gone
going
for 4 hours.
Anyone would question that either.
If I told my wife, like, I need this shit, and then I walked a mile to the mall and hung out with a friend and walked back, and then she's like, well, that was reasonable.
Also,
I think the wife was in on it, though, wasn't she?
Yeah, but the whole court wasn't.
Yeah.
Nobody there knows how long it takes for him to shit.
It was at a party, too. It was at like a party he's hosting. See you later, bitches.
I'm pretty sure he remarks to Davos that my bathroom breaks are well known for being very long.
Yeah.
That's
That's exactly what he says.
What do you shit so long for, my son? What?
I do all of my plotting while I'm pretending to be shitty.
Yeah,
I do all my plotting.
Establish you take really
plotting
long
and
shit,
pooping.
Then when you take,
Creepy
you can
plotting.
take a normal speed one and do other
Pooping.
thing.
I'm trying to remember who it is. Oh my god, I gotta get this joke right. It's very important.
Poop, fizz.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever leaf it is.
God, who is it?
I saw that
I'm trying
written
to
on a
get the
bathroom
right
wall.
character.
Who's at the top of A tier right now? Who's at the top of Hank Hill? We got Mace, and who's that at the top?
You're gonna have to ask someone who recognizes.
That's Aegon the Unlikely.
Yeah, Aegon the Unlikely.
Oh, that's Egg.
Oh, here we go. Wait. All right, I finally got my poop joke ready.
Okay.
All right, I gotta take a poop. Robert Glover, grab Wex. What? What do you need Robert Glover and a mute to go poo? Shut up.
The thing is, you
I forgot
could
what Glover it
imagine
was.
him being large enough where he needs an attendant to help him poop.
And no one questions.
And
bringing the
it's
mute? I-
notoriously so awful that it makes sense that this assistant has to be mute and have his tongue
Yeah.
removed.
Yeah.
Well, Robert Glover is the one who can get him off the toilet. And
No, it's like, why did you remove its tongue? Well, he kept saying it smelled so bad he could taste it, so I guess.
Can't taste it anymore, can you?
Oh man.
He's just... I know they can't talk, so it doesn't make the joke make sense, but Wex is talking to Ilyn Payne, and he's like, what am I do? And Ilyn Payne's like, talk crap about the king. You? He poops heavy. Just big ol' poops.
Yeah.
Talk crap about the king's crap.
Similar crap about the
It's
king's.
all-
They have like a support group. They have a support
Talking
group
crap.
with like all the little birds that had their tongues ripped out.
Oh,
all
man.
Euron's kids are there.
Just
All
like
right,
sitting around in a circle not talking.
Where's the Wyman then? Top of
Wyman-
A?
Near top of Hank
You
Hill.
just described the plot of
Yeah.
an MTV show.
So, do you want him above?
Real
Even
life,
the
my tongue has
unlikely?
been ripped out.
I think above. I think you should be top of Hank Hill. I think he should be
Yeah,
above
I think
Aegon
he's
the
right above
Unlikely.
Egg. Yeah,
I
him
think
up
that's
there.
fair.
I don't.
Hey,
think he beats
I'm
Stormy, but I think
Craster.
that's where
Welcome
he
to my crib.
All right, Roose friggin' Bolton. We've been trying to talk about him this whole time. Now we finally can.
Honestly, F tier human being, B tier dad.
is. Yeah,
he
Dad from
loves
Dexter.
Domeric, and he's good to Ramsay, even though he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah,
And
Yeah, but he
admits,
knows
like, I wish
Ramsay
Ramsay was a
killed
better son.
Domeric. He knows he killed him, and he said, "But I need an heir." So
What would you
That's
do if
messed
one
up.
of your kids killed the other kid?
I would
And you
kill the
couldn't
other
prove
kid.
I
If
think
I was
that makes
Roose.
that makes
Is,
you a good person, bad dad.
Is
Okay.
Roose's new wife pregnant in the books yet?
No,
Yeah, implied, kind of.
implied.
Okay. So
Isn't
not,
it weird
not
that
really.
I ship
Okay.
them? I love their relationship.
Yeah.
Who?
I think Fat Walda is adorable.
Oh, Walda and
Yeah.
Roose?
yeah.
Yeah, they're cute together.
I've grown rather fond of
Shockingly
my fat little
non-toxic
wife.
relationship.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, he's like, well, my first wife just did her duty. This one squeals like a pig. It's kind of cute.
Like he straight up says, "My God, she's so horny. It's great."
Yeah.
This
It's
is
like, I usually
phenomenal.
don't
I just
care,
wanted a
but-
regular life, and I
And like the fact that he
Yeah,
picked her
yeah,
just
yeah.
because The fact that he picked her just because she weighed the most, and it turns out to have been the right choice. Like he's happy with his wife. Even though he picked her for like the shallowest of reasons.
Walder,
I have to be with her. I want to get the most wife per wife that I can get.
It's about
No, it was because
quantity
Walder offered him he said, "You can marry any of my daughters or granddaughters. I'll give you their weight in silver." So he picked the largest one.
I'll take the fat one.
Yeah.
That's how I got married too. My dad offered my wife weight in gold, so she picked me. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think Fat Walder can fix him. Yeah.
That's true.
You know what?
I got that from the comments.
I root for him.
All right. I think he's B tier.
As a father,
I agree he's B tier.
I think he's not.
Yeah, he's good to some of his kids, but then he's not. He lets one get murdered.
Yeah,
so
I mean, he's definitely not absentee.
He warned Domerick not to seek him out. He warned Domerick bad things would happen.
He's hostery.
Yeah, we can put him in C.
All right, yeah, he's kind of hot. Yeah, he's pretty hostery. Okay,
no, that's B. That's B. Hoster's B.
Hoster's B tier?
S.
Yeah, we bumped him up after we saw who else was in C.
Oh, okay.
C is no, we
Hoster's
knocked him
above
down.
Doran Martell right now?
No, we bumped Hoster up.
No, we knocked him down. We bumped him down. He was top of B for a while, and we moved him to bottom of B.
I say Roose is Timmy's dad.
Yeah, Timmy's dad.
Up near Tydos, maybe?
Yeah. There you go. Well, maybe not above John Aaron. That's a little fucked up. That's a little weird. All right. Do you guys just want to look at this now?
Yeah.
Do you think we're done?
I mean, yeah, it seems like the definitive, unarguable tier list of all of the dads.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michael.
Can we go through S tier real fast?
Yeah, S tier is it Selwyn?
Yeah.
Selwyn Tarth, Ned Stark, Davos Seaworth, Gior Mormont, Oberyn Martell, and Tormund Giantsbane.
I think the order, and I love it. This is perfect.
Yeah, that's all fantastic.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Then we got A tier here. I don't need to look at my stuff. I can make this big here. Hank Hill, we got Wyman Manderley, Aegon the Unlikely, Mace Tyrell, Mance Raider, Roderick Cassell, Bronzion Royce, and Old Man Walder Frey.
Fine. I accept this.
I think
okay.
Yeah.
All right. B tier or Dad from Dexter, we got Maker Targaryen, Stannis Baratheon. It gets dark fast. Howland Reed, Eustace Osgray, Great John Umber, Roderick Cassell, Roderick Karstark, and frickin' Hoster Tully. Sorry. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, it's midnight for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we feel about this?
I mean, I want to drag Hoster down into Walter White tier, but
I know, but we fought to get him this low.
We had this argument. I'll leave. I'm happy.
Honestly, I feel like Stannis is too high now that I'm thinking about it.
Stannis hasn't done anything terrible yet. Why
all right, you're right.
If we never get another book, Stannis goes down in history.
I still think he belongs in absentee.
Yeah, if we never get another book, he's a great dad.
Yeah. If he never gets through the book, it's our fault for not putting him in S tier.
That's true.
Somebody runs over Ted Bundy right before his first murder, and everyone's like, "We lost a great man."
If we never get another book, we have to assume that he works really hard to put Shireen on the throne, and they live happily ever after.
Yeah, duh. I mean, that's what Joseph Massey's over there to get an army for Shireen. It's not like he's planning on burning her tomorrow. Why would he send all his money to make her a queen?
Yeah,
that's my big argument against you, Michael.
When we get the Winds of Winter 2 weeks from now. When we get the trailer for the Winds of Winter,
and we find out a Dream of Spring is just a beach episode, then
you know what the news is going to be, right? He's going to say, "I'm finally going to give you guys an update. It's not working out. I'm starting all over again."
I'm finally going to give you an update. Blood and Fire is coming 2027.
The Winds of Winter is just a clip show.
I put it out under a pen name and no one noticed. All right.
I had this idea. I want this on the record right now in front of all of my humans, all of you wonderful people, all my friends.
You're none of those things.
I wonder if the trailer at the beginning or the end of House of the Dragon season 2 episode 1 is going to be the Winds of Winter.
A trailer for the book?
Yeah,
the world
genuinely.
would explode.
I know.
I think they would do
riot downtown Fargo. I would go and throw a brick somewhere. Dude.
I think they could do it at the end of the last episode.
Dude, I had these two thoughts. I had these two thoughts in my mind.
All right.
But it's better viewership on the first episode.
Yeah,
I think the season finale would probably, as long as it's good. If they're confident in the season finale, because if they do it at the first one, it might overshadow all of the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Whereas if they do it at the end, it just massively boosts the hype. Where people who didn't watch would hear.
I want to keep going.
The end of the House of the Dragon announced Winds of Winter. People are like, oh damn.
Do not get your hopes up, okay?
Yeah,
just watch the show. Just watch the show.
You guys are getting my hopes up.
Okay.
Between...
Go ahead.
Yeah, when we go to do the live chat, let's not mention this.
Yeah.
All right. Timmy's
I'm
dad.
gonna call my shot too. On the day George R. R. Martin announces the Winds of Winter, he'll announce the Winds of Winter.
Absentee dads, we got Doran Martell, Tytos Lannister, Jon Arryn, Roose Bolton, Harwin Strong, Jaime Lannister, Rhaegar Targaryen, Viserys. Oh my god, that's a weird tier, dude.
Will you please pull Jaime to the bottom of that?
Soda?
Yes.
Can you move Jaime Lannister to the bottom of Timmy's dad, please? Jaime Lannister, he's the gold one next to
Yeah, the bright gold one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Anything else? I want Roose lower. I don't like Roose like above Harwin.
All right, Roose like all the way up there.
No, he raised Ramsay Bolton, and we're like, he's okay.
Ramsay Bolton was raised without his parenting. If he had been there earlier,
but you know what? He sent him a necrophiliac to raise him.
Yeah.
To be fair, he might not have been a necrophiliac at the time. That might have been.
Oh my god! What are we doing here?
We just really like drinking perfume.
How are your split ends? Because you've been splitting hairs.
Okay, but he was a bastard. If he'd been a trueborn child, that would have been fucked up. This is more than he had to do for a bastard.
Oh, really? Sending a necrophiliac to take care of him? I'm trying too hard already.
Well, he said, the only babysitting.
Well, like it was said, we don't know that he knew that he was a necrophiliac.
Yeah, I don't know how he could. He knew that he was sending Howland Reed to go and take care of him. He had to know.
Howland Reed is Reek? Is that what you just pitched?
Howland Reek.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm not friends with you
I
anymore.
love this fandom. It's so stupid.
That's why the Jojen paste was so disgusting at
Guys,
first.
I can't believe we have more good dads than bad dads.
Yeah,
A lot more.
Because we graded on a curve.
Yeah,
we
curve.
did.
The curve did a lot of work.
Like there's a whole. We agreed that there's a whole level above the S tier here that we're just not even putting
No
into
one's
one.
allowed to be in.
The only person in that tier is Selwyn Tarth.
I think you could split the S tier pretty handily if there's a tier above it.
Selwyn and everyone else.
The bell curve, though, is lopsided. Like, the bad half of the bell curve is, like, a lot. There's, like, a bunch in the middle, and then there's, like, none at the very end.
It literally goes from Robert, who's, like, a crap dad, to Aegon II, who's way worse. Like, that jump is huge.
Yeah. It does feel like there's room to level out the middle a little bit.
I kind of like it.
I want.
I think
lower.
Yeah.
All right.
Because
the deadbeat. We got Robert and then 2 Aegons.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah. All right. And then Aegon the II and Aegon the IV, and then Walter White tier. We have Balon Greyjoy. God, we put him down there a long time ago. Does he still stay down there, or is he more deadbeat now?
You think
he's still down there.
Yeah, I think he's still down there.
Yeah,
because
he's pretty bad
because of the rebellion. Randall Tarley, Jaehaerys. I can't believe we got Jaehaerys where he belongs.
Yes,
we got him right next to Otto Hightower.
Yes.
He's a crap dad.
One step above Otto Hightower.
Screw that guy as a dad. All right. I screw most guys as dads.
Homewrecker.
Well, that's what they call me, at least. All right. And then monsters are Euron Greyjoy, Tywin Lannister, and Craster. I think Craster shouldn't be at the bottom. I think we should move him up to deadbeat. I'm kidding.
He did probably beat some to death.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Russ. That was beautiful, man. All right, this is where we are at right now.
Yeah.
My mother says I'm a poet.
Yeah. Are we good?
I think we nailed it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I got a question for everybody who stayed in the chat this long. Are you not into trains? I figured Soda missed that one. Okay, if we're all good, let me do an outro then. Soda, you still making Fun with Flags? Are you
yeah, we were on a bit of a hiatus just because I was doing that play that I was in, so we're gonna come back with that stuff soon.
Well, check out Shmo, or it's not Shmo's the North, Northern Entertainment Group. They still do Friends with Fun with Flags, where him and his buddy 50, who's I gotta talk to him. They talk about all kinds of cool stuff on it.
And also he'll show the greatest show of the galaxy, where he deep dives sometimes in incredibly long form into Doctor Who.
Yep. And then all the way over far, is that left or far right? Are you guys far right now? You're my right. You got the Interesting Nerds, and you guys just put out your Mance Rhaegar video, so I suggest everybody to go check it out. And then down at the bottom, so that's Sisters in Nerd Club, INC. Down at the bottom, you got Rusty F Shackleford. The F stands for friendly. I came up with that. What was your newest video? Is the banana one your newest?
That was my most recent. Yes, I have a video coming out tomorrow, though, about the multiple other bombs that the Enola Gate dropped on Japan.
Oh, heck yeah. Let's go. Very interesting. And
yes, Chiquita Banana was recently held liable for some murders that they did in Colombia.
Heck yeah. I love it when my banana companies also throw do terrorist acts, fund terrorist organizations, overthrow governments. That's what I want on my bananas.
Unless they had some
Did anyone die behind this banana? Because that's what gives it the flavor. That's what I'm saying. And then down directly underneath me, you got Michael from Michael Talks About Stuff, who just had a video come out this morning about is Winds actually coming out or not? And it was a pretty interesting breakdown. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, Michael?
No, I do videos sometimes. I will probably be doing even more of them now that House of the Dragon is coming. And if you do watch my videos and you've noticed, I've not been as active in the comments lately. I was taking like a slight step back because I know I'm going to be doing a lot now that House of the Dragon is here. So I'm like going back in hard on the YouTuber mode now, hopefully. So.
Nice. All right. Well, there it is. Go check out all those awesome channels, and thank you guys for watching. And you all have a beautiful day. And yeah, peace.
See ya.